Crowdsource one.
It's the Watershed show at 7 o'clock on Goast with Adam and Pete. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Right for
I'll make you one next time.
Yes, actually.
My mate Strange Things in
Trial.
once. Oh, hello, James Perez. Oh, TJ's in the building.
Apparently says there's an echo.
There's an echo.
Trial.
Yeah, echo.
I like it. How are things sounding right now? What is
You lot signed in Chris, mate.
Chris?
With a
How apparently there's a really bad echo. That's apparently.
What about now?
What about now, guys?
Everyone's straight.
Trial.
Ooh, Saturday.
Echo? Got echo? Still echoey?
I can't find anything.
Trial.
Echo.
Your sound's echoing.
What have you done, Adam? What have you done?
Messed it up. Someone picked it up.
This is live stream. Welcome to live stream right now.
Trial.
Hold on, I've got an idea. What about now?
Oh, there is.
What about
Trial.
now? Is that better?
It sounds so weird. I've actually listened to it on Facebook.
Trial.
Is that better?
It doesn't.
Someone keeps shouting trial.
Trial.
What's going on?
We are trying to contact into the brain.
What the fuck are you doing?
We are directly contacting into the brain.
Trial.
Hold on.
Oh.
It's all been a disaster. This is why you should
Trial.
Yeah, we can't go live on Restream and everything. What? Have you got it live? Have you got it open on somewhere else, Adam?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was
It actually sounds so weird.
Trial.
It sounds like what things sound like when you're on balloons. You know that feeling when you.
What about now?
Fucking
What
shit
about now?
load.
What about now? Is that better?
Wait.
Some woman shouting trial, but I haven't got a trial, for God's sake. Oh, bun my life.
Let me get this up.
Why is some woman shouting trial?
Well, I think you might have sorted it. Yeah, you
It's
sorted it.
fixed.
You sorted it. Yeah, there you go. You fixed it.
Can you lot hear me? Is the question.
Yeah, we can hear you.
No,
We
can they hear me? Because they might not be
Yes.
able to.
We can hear you.
No trial, no echo. Where the trial
Trial.
come from?
Trial. Oh, maybe it's the woman saying trial because it's fucking Restream. You want to Restream trial or something?
No, I pay fucking extortionate money for Restream.
Trial.
There you go.
Trial.
Right, how
Well,
we looking?
that was an interesting start.
What a great intro to the
What
show.
what a great icebreaker though. It was almost like it was planned. What's everyone saying? We good?
Good. How are
Yeah,
you
man.
doing?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, we're good. So
How's
should we?
everyone else doing?
You what?
Too bad, mate.
You what?
What's anyone been up to today? Has anyone done anything really interesting with their day, or we all just been sat indoors?
No,
I
I've
went
been
to work
chains
for
all
the
day.
first time in a while.
I think trial. I think trial's back. Fuck's
Oh
sake.
no! Is it
Oh,
really?
no.
What's this trial, Joe?
No, because it's got to be someone. It's got to be the Restream thing saying try it. I swear it does
I
that.
have no clue. I went to work today.
You actually went to. You were actually allowed to go to work.
Yeah, bro, I've been working throughout the last year, mate. Making
What?
coffee.
Are you a barista?
Yes, mate.
I remember those times well. I've done that before.
Mate,
Making
shall I
me-
tell you, I'm actually a coffee nerd, mate. I realised the other day, like, how much I like coffee because I made like the weirdest joke. Like, do you know what pisses me off at work the most? When people come in and
What?
ask for an extra hot Americano. How can you get extra hot boiling water?
No, I'm surely it's because in some places they actually don't make it as hot so that you don't burn yourself when you walk out the
Extra
door.
hot Americano. No, because Americano just
You should
boiling
bring in
water.
some
Because
chili
my girlfriend
flakes.
does that. My
Make 'em
girlfriend
regret
does
it.
that. My
It
girlfriend
don't
does
make
that.
sense. Don't make sense.
It's not always boiling though, is it? Because you don't want to burn.
That's a
You don't want
shit
to burn
coffee
yourself.
place.
That's a warm coffee. You wouldn't want to. Could I have a warm coffee? Could I have a warm coffee?
If you don't
Oh,
ask for
fuck,
extra
extra
hot, you'll
hot.
get a warm coffee.
Nah, but I'm good, man. I hope everyone's all right. Everyone, what you been up to the last 3 days for the
Oh,
week? It's been a good
Yes,
start
she
to the week,
is.
I
She's
hope.
in.
Hello, Randy. Nice of you to join us.
hi, sorry, I had a manic day.
Yeah.
Right,
Running around.
right. Can I just ask the audience, the fans, whatever, is someone still screaming trial?
Is someone still screaming?
Because
trial?
if they are, I don't know how to fix it.
Mandy, you missed such a hectic intro to the show.
Hi.
You'd be
Oh,
glad.
If anything, you dodged a
FOMO.
bullet. You dodged a bullet by not partaking in that because it was a bit hectic. But we're all good. We're all good. Well, look. So this is we're actually this is a bit of a trial. Adam came to me with this idea. Adam
Trial.
was like, right. Basically, he was like trial. He's like, right, we're gonna after what happened last time with the last stay at home roundup thing. Obviously, you're like, yeah, let's do like a proper show, like a weekly. Let's do a weekly show. Actually, make this a weekly thing. So this is going to be a little bit chaotic. This is going to be a little bit chaotic today.
Shut up, Pete. You're boring. Right, let's.
I'm going. I'm done. I'm
Because he's not
quitting my
drinking
job.
today. That's why he's boring.
I'm not drinking today. Not after last time. Fuck it now.
All right. What are we,
But yeah.
What kind of what are we going to talk about today? Then?
Well, we were going to go through some promos that me and Pete have been getting. We're just going to look at some new tunes that are coming out. We can do that now, I think. And then what we're going to do after that, and then we're going to go over the Goatshed dub pack. That's why we've got Ken Dot, Sudley, and Mr. Creatures up there. Just chat about the tunes and that. And then we're going to do a Q&A with everyone in the chat. Anyone here could be asked any question, and I have to answer it. Otherwise, they'll be in trouble. And then what we're going to do after that, and then just, fucking anything, really.
Can I drink?
Yeah. Look at the
Shots.
size of this bottle glass of wine. That's what it's about. So, yeah, man, we're just going to have some vibes and do whatever. Yeah, so I'm actually going to share my screen. You're like, talk about yourself. How you doing, Miss Leds?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Oh, no, it's all frozen. Don't worry, everyone. It's coming back. There we are, we're back. Fucking this is
I'm gonna
difficult.
put my proper headphones on if I'm listening to music.
Why was your day chaotic? What happened? Talk to us.
Oh, work's really busy at the moment. I worked until 8 p.m. last night and I meant to finish at 5:30 and I only finished about 15, 20 minutes ago.
Fucking hell.
It's just manic at the moment.
What do you do for work?
I'm a legal secretary.
Oi, oi. Ting, ting, ting.
There you go.
Fucking hell. Big thing.
That's a proper job. Not that yours not, dude. I don't really know that.
A proper job.
Proper job. Got a proper job.
Two words creatives hate the most.
Not a fake job. Yeah. It's a hobby. It's a hobby, not a job.
Still just a hobby.
No, that's sick, man. Grinding. Do you have to go? Obviously, you have to leave home for that, or do you working from home?
I'm working from home at the moment. I have been since I started my contract, which has been really weird, but I've not met I've met a couple of people in my team, but I've not even seen our office yet.
Oh,
It's
that'd
just
be
really
so
weird.
strange.
I think
Surely. I've really been out.
It really
Don't even
is.
know what anyone looks like at all.
I met my colleagues today. I started work last week, and I just met my colleagues today as well.
How long have you been working with
Yeah.
them?
Not too long, like 2 weeks. It's not the same.
Oh
But
right. I was gonna say.
Still weird,
about
though,
6
you know?
months. I haven't met them yet.
Mate, I haven't been in the office for like nearly a whole year now, and I've worked at the place where I work for like 2 years, but had to just
Bloody
leave
hell.
in March. Never ended up going back. I've just been at home the whole time. It's been good fun though. It's been actually wicked. I don't want to get back now.
Yes.
You kind of get used to it, don't you?
Why
Yeah.
would I?
I think a lot of
It's
companies are gonna keep it like that, though.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's one of the main things about the pandemic.
Yeah.
Is that loads of companies have had to like adjust, which has kind of made them push themselves out the water a lot and put them in a position where going forwards they're probably actually going to allow loads of people to just work from home or do a couple shifts a week from home because it electricity bills. There's just loads of reasons.
Yeah.
why you do
Saving
I think they
money.
realise
Yeah.
that you just don't need to be in the office, do you? You just don't need all these people here.
No, it's
They come in to
completely
sit at a
unnecessary.
computer.
But
don't
try
want to
doing
There's still
that.
something you miss. There's still something you missed
Mhm.
from not
Yeah,
being
try
in an office,
You
being in
can't
front
lean
of people.
over and chat.
try
can you?
doing
You
that
can't
with an
just ask for
11-month-year-old running around the house, man, and then do you know what I mean?
help. Relatable.
Yeah, I
So-
don't envy you, Adam.
Nah, it's
Yeah,
alright.
stop
I've got
that.
I've
I
got
mean,
my I've
to
got
be
my
honest, go on.
To be honest,
No, I was just gonna say like I've
no,
got my
a
own
lot
little
of people
office.
are starting to, oh, I'm talking over you now. I'm going to
Do you know what, creatures? It's your podcast, mate. So I'll just shut up.
Yeah, that's it.
Features,
Shush.
features, features,
Creatures, your rest of features. But yeah, so I work in recruitment and like taking on requirements for people at the moment. A lot of businesses are opting to kind of like board remotely, but also kind of offer people home working as an option. So I definitely think as we move forward in the next 12 to 18 months, you'll notice a lot of satellite offices where people go in, like you say, a couple of times a week,
Are they in space?
or just not at all, just not necessary, and it saves money. Like
Saves so
when you
much
look at
money.
the
That's what the
technical
AEI
processing
group are
stuff.
doing. That's what they're doing with they've got like a little office, makeshift office in East London. So a lot of the UKF staff and a few of the DMB arena staff go in there once or twice a week and just do some work, which is good
Right,
for some
okay.
people.
Yeah,
well,
if
so,
it's all from a
so,
laptop.
so it's rented like a few days a week. It's not like a permanent thing, or what? What do you mean?
Big
I
up,
think a
Mrs.
lot of these
Magoo.
places might stay permanent. I know a lot of places have been like set up so people can come into like open areas and just sit at a computer that's like distance from another computer. There's one in
Right.
London.
Hot desking, isn't it, or you whatever?
I
As
don't know what
well.
the term is, mate.
Hot desking. I've never
know
heard
what
the
of
time
this
is?
before.
A hot
Tell-
desk.
tell me
A
more.
hot desk is hot
Yeah.
desk is where you have special places where people can go. You can rent like a desk.
Do you know what I quite
you can rent
like
it for a
that?
week, or you can rent it for like 6 months, or however long you need.
Ah,
like-
okay.
If they've
Yeah,
got
it's
if they've got like a
fair enough.
monitor you can plug into, you got the dual screen. I can't live without my dual screens, man. It's like absolutely essential.
That's a flex. Big
Bruv.
flex.
How do you- like you can't function without two screens. You lot running one screen.
Well, I've got a monitor and a
Mate,
laptop.
I've barely
so I
got
just
one
connect my
screen.
laptop to the
Yeah,
monitor.
yeah.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. You nutter.
Okay, I get it. I get it,
What do you think I mean?
All right, yeah, dual screen gang.
We got 3, but I don't need to flex.
Mate, have you seen Callum Leveler's monitor he uses for production? He's got like a 46. He's got like a 46-inch wide screen. It's fucking.
What?
You
He
got-
just got a big TV
Just
down
get lost.
Curry's, didn't he? And
It's,
just
yeah, it's
installed it
basically
in
a
there.
TV.
Yeah,
It's
that's it.
basically a TV.
End it.
It's gaming.
It's
Adam's-
curvy as well. What's
Apparently-
the point of a curvy screen?
Adam's got a light up keyboard apparently. Big up me.
You got My Little
You
Pony.
talk about yourself in third person.
No, I'm reading comments. You nutter.
Right, okay, yeah. I thought you were just like, oh, Adam. I was like, mate.
I might just change this to the roast ghost show.
Rose go.
That's why we're here.
Right,
should
should we
be a
listen?
segment.
Should we listen to some music?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so I got a little
Go on.
tasty thing from Context Audio earlier from Dubshin. I'm gonna play it.
Oh, right.
too.
Dubshin. Shout out Dubshin.
It's not loading. Oh no, not loaded. No.
This is
Trial.
Whilst we're loading up the promo, I must
Oh,
say,
that's
yeah,
true.
promos like I don't know about anyone else, but it's been so hard to download promos. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I listen to all of them and I'll download them there, but
Can you
in
not
my
hear
head,
that?
I'm like, I'm not playing none of these.
Yeah.
Little bit.
Nowhere.
I can't hear it for
I
shit.
worry if they're getting lost.
That's why you
Like,
need to do
all
another
these
tune with
Same
me,
like, as a,
KJ.
like, same like as a
I-
label,
like-
it's hard because you feel like are they even listening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There has been
But,
a
like, also,
definite like downturn, I think, lately with people picking up on
Yeah.
promos, especially the bigger guys. Because I mean, but why would you if you're not playing any sets or whatever? Like,
Yeah,
not,
exactly.
you-
like
Can
What
you
were
not hear
saying?
this?
You was about to land.
Nah,
on
we
it.
can't, Adam.
I can hear
I
it.
hear it. On
I
Discord,
can't
yeah.
For some reason.
is that are you asking us to shut up then, Adam? Is that what you're asking?
No one can
Yeah,
hear
make
it.
sure, guys, on your stream
Subtle.
on Discord, make sure that the volume on the stream's turned up.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. How do I?
People
how do I
are
do
saying
this?
on Facebook they can't hear.
Yeah, let's shut up.
All right, let's have a look. Audio. It's right. You lot crack on. Ignore me. This is what's good. If I fuck up, you lot can fill the gaps.
But yeah, no, someone was like, I think Preach
why
was
we're
about
here.
to finish on a point, or
Were you about to say something, Harvey?
someone-
To be honest with you, I've had a long day at work and I've had a couple bevs now. I can't remember what I was going on about. But,
Yeah, no, talking about label promos, like thinking music's
labels,
not
that's
gonna
it.
listen to.
Thank you, bro.
Labels,
Yeah, so
those
like,
things.
I got you.
When you've got tunes going out, and as a DJ, like there's so many amazing tunes that have come out the past 12 months, like that I can't remember the name of because I'm not playing them on a regular basis. And like when we get to new sets and we're playing next year or later this year or whatever happens, are you going to dig through those tunes or are you just going to look at your latest promos? And it's like,
latest,
I don't know.
It's got to be latest, isn't it?
Latest for me.
Yeah,
I know,
definitely.
but it's always
Like,
latest for me. It's hard. So
and it's just a shame because like some of the music that's come out, man, has been absolutely amazing. And you know, obviously as DJs we get promos and stuff, so I guess we'll be playing forthcoming stuff. So hopefully, I guess the DJs that aren't necessarily getting as much promo kind of sort of in advance are going to continue to play some of this music. But yeah, I hope it doesn't get lost. You know,
maybe we should re-release on promo all of the music that we've released over the last 12 months and send it out again when the events come.
I think that's a good idea.
Just to be like, right guys, do you remember these stuff? We want you to play them now. That's actually a fucking good idea. I might actually fucking do that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That kind of brings up a question for like Peter. Sorry, no, go on.
Sorry, I'm actually in a bit of Peter right now. So.
I think it was Critical that released it was like a VA of like B-sides or something that people might have missed. So like labels could potentially get together some of their favorite tracks from the year and put it onto a compilation at the end of the year.
The COVID tapes.
Yeah.
Isolation tapes.
Well, that's what I think serial killers do one every year. At the end of the year, they just release all of their tunes again on a big LP.
What absolutely everything that came out.
Nearly every, like the biggest tunes, like the top 50 tunes they released.
I mean, obviously everyone does like the, you know, we do like the VAs or whatever. But I think I'm not actually lying. I think that's a cool idea.
I think what Creature said as well is important as well, because obviously like I saw the other day like D&B on Juno and Beatport had like their best year this year, like in terms of sales.
Yeah.
So probably a lot more bedroom DJs or people that aren't playing out as much probably will still be playing the music of the year or the last year or so, which is quite good to know that actually. But it is still worrying.
Adam, are you playing music right now? I can't tell.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. How'd you get music on Discord? From your screen
share? It's kind of coming in, but it was coming in and out. It was like...
Well, you can hear it.
To share your audio.
Yeah, but
I can hear it.
Share your screen on Discord, not your application. Make sure it's the screen.
And then we want to see all your emails.
That's coming through for me.
I mean, that's coming through now, yeah.
I can hear that perfectly, yeah.
Oh, really? Can everyone hear
faint
that?
sounds.
Oh, maybe I just need to turn it up then. How do I do
Turn
this?
it up on your user volume, your stream volume.
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
Right click onto the live thing, and you can see where to turn it up.
Where's that?
In this window.
Yeah.
Where hover over the Goat Shed bit, and do stream volume, like the thing you're sharing.
Nope.
That wine. If you right click on your name,
that wine, yeah.
That volume up.
What, my name?
Yeah, your actual name on like the podcast stream here. It should allow you to like change your stream volume.
Or turn it up on Recordbox as well. You could do.
I'm gonna eat my dinner while on the stream. Is that okay?
Nope.
What have you got for this evening, Mandy?
I made a creamy vegan garlic cauliflower soup.
Ooh,
quite delicious.
That sounds really good, actually. Bit of cauliflower soup. Please give us a rating as well. We want to experience this.
Rating 9.5 out of 10 for flavour. Texture is a 7.
That's very loud.
Presentation 8.5.
That's pretty high stats right there. I reckon put the recipe in the chat.
How's that?
Mandy's vegan cauliflower soup. If anyone wants to make it themselves.
I think we should get a weekly recipe in the description. To be honest.
Yes, Mandy's weekly recipe.
Yeah.
Vegan recipe. We'll spread the vegan love.
I can do that.
Alright, this is a little promo from man like Context Audio, aka Grumpy Ben.
Oi, oi.
Big up Grumpy Ben. From Vesuvius. Vesuvius Bodge. Someone's saying the volume is juiced now.
Oh, what's juiced mean?
Too loud.
Too loud. My head.
Crunch.
Crunch.
How's that? Turn the
Decent.
chat down.
The quality's supposed to be bad for us, lot.
You can't win, Adam.
No, right?
Stitch your guns.
There we are. It's quiet now.
I'm gonna go listen.
I'm really glad that I'm learning this live on air.
Got to adapt.
There we are. Right, cool.
Yeah.
Who's got some tunes then? Let's listen to some tunes. Who's got some promos they think are sick?
I reckon you could actually turn it. You could actually turn it up, Adam.
What's the legality of sharing some promos, eh? Are we allowed to do that? Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, we're talking over it. It's just like mixing in a set, isn't it?
Yeah. It's probably
Oh,
the
yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
I sent you a link of like a promo I've got when it still works. It should do.
Don't know.
Don't test that live.
You don't want me to send any dubs in, Adam. You can't handle my dubs, mate. Honestly.
I stole all your dubs anyway, remember?
and my emails.
I had that Creatures EP before I even made it.
Oh yeah, shit. Oh yeah, you sent. Oh yeah, I just seen that. You sent it out today. The Gonzo Transition EP.
Oh yeah.
Sign Audio sent stuff out today. Their people sent stuff out today.
Yeah, the Shadows EP. I've not listened to that yet. So
All right,
maybe put
Wings
that
is
on.
asking if I play his
Oh my God,
remix. I'm going to play it. The
people
Dubsham
really
Wings
stuck
remix coming up next. He's going to make me play it, then he's going to send me a fucking cease and desist.
Copyright strike from Wing.
Oh, this sounds nice.
There was no doubt at 9.
Yeah, it's context.
Big up the context.
Big up Ben from Context.
Contact.
What? No, Context. I said Context.
No, you didn't.
What?
It's on film.
You said context. Yeah.
Oh shit. That was
Yeah,
an accident.
Why are you lying for?
Why are you lying?
Why are you lying for?
I'm not lying for me.
Wings is going to monetize the whole podcast now.
Yeah, that's it.
You have to send him a $5 for playing next time. Too.
You should send me a $5 for playing it. I like it.
Oi.
I like it.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Vibey.
Very, very Wings.
Anyway.
Very dark.
Yeah, we like that though. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, it's the one, isn't it?
What else we got? Got some others.
I can feel the sweat dripping
Every
from the ceiling
every
when the tune
producer
plays.
can agree that Wings is so sick. Like he's the producer's
Yeah,
producer.
he's sick.
Like if that makes
He's
sense.
so
I can't
good,
remember who was talking to about it the other day, but
He's
like,
in the chat,
he's just
mate.
got
Come on, don't.
mad.
He's alright. You don't need to, you know.
Oh,
No, he is. He is. He's stupidly talented.
Andy Tiller liking it a lot.
Yeah.
Bets Emma that eggs and whiskey is hidden this time.
He's cold.
Fucking hell.
We should do a dance off in one of these podcasts.
Ooh.
Nah, I'm winning. I'm winning.
We should do it.
Yeah, I don't want to compete with DJ.
What we should do, we should do
I think Pete will
we
win.
should do Sober Pete versus Piss Pete as the first round.
Hi.
That might be a hard one actually. Drunk Pete would be unreal.
He's not. Drunk Pete is not appearing on today's show, unfortunately. I may have like a beer, but I got way out. I don't remember the stream ending last time. That's how bad it was. There you
It
go.
was funny.
I'm glad someone found it funny. This is why I don't know why Adam actually asked me to come back and do this. I did think he was never going to talk to me again.
I thought it was
There
so
we
we can
go.
take the mick out of you, but it seems to be the tables have turned rather quickly. in
You should
this
expect
podcast.
that.
All right, let's move on. I've got something here from.
We should
I've got something from
play.
Trex. I've got something from
Oh.
Trex. New one from I
Yeah.
believe Delta 9.
Out night, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gone through earlier, I think.
Which
This
one
is
was
bad.
it? I really liked one earlier. Let's listen to this. Big up the Trex. Trex is a boy.
There's a new CIA one as well. Did you get that?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure.
No, then.
Have you got it, Harvey? Send it in.
I do. I don't know. Best way to send it in. Oh, yeah.
Send it to Adam via WeTransfer.
Yeah, just download it and
Send it to him by text. Just text it to him.
Yeah.
Facebook voice note. That'll
That's
work.
how you do it,
Give
right?
him the project and all of the stats.
Oh, I like that.
Ooh.
Damn.
That is very trash.
Oh, I like that.
Hey guys, if you haven't shared this, get it out there. You know.
I gave it a share before. I'll do
Share
it
if you
again.
care, innit?
Yeah, shit. Let me share this.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. And anyone watching right now, please give us a share.
That's the point.
Tell us how much you're loving Adam's hosting skills right now.
Come on, man. I've got a black and white camera. This is some 2030 shit going on.
This is sick.
This is sick.
I'm proud of Adam. He's learned a lot in this last week about Discord. What's going in, mate?
We like it. We like it.
Boy.
Very nice.
Well, did you say this was coming on Delta 9?
I think so. I might be wrong. You can't see the label on the record box. I'm pretty sure it was Delta 9. Some of it.
Yeah, that's Delta 9.
Yeah. I love their promos. They're some of my favourites. Better
Me
than
too.
overviews, for sure.
Way better than overview. Way better than overview.
Ways.
Nah, Diego, big up to Diego. And all the Delta 9 crew.
Big up Delta 9. They signed my first ever release, man.
Oh, big up to them.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, it was about 6 years ago. It must be longer than that,
Fucking
maybe. So, shout out Diego.
Right, should we move into your track, Creatures, from the Goatshed Dub Pack 001?
Yeah, if you want, yeah.
Cool.
Why not?
So if anyone's watching,
Might as well
this
get that self promo in.
this is now on our Patreon. It's only available for 10 more days. Go and sign up. You get free dubs. We're going to go through them all tonight. First one, Man Like Creatures. Oh.
Goatshed, you can't get this anywhere but the Goatshed page.
Just Goatshed.
Exclusive.
Go sign up right now for the
Exclusive.
Goatshed Patreon.
Patreon, Goatshed.
What's the URL? Patreon.com/.
Goatshed.
Goatshed. Oh yeah, there we go.
Run to
Someone
the
drop a link into the chat.
Only
exclusive.
Yes, they did, Andy Tiller. Hey, someone pin that. I'm going to pin it.
There's also something special about all
Go
three
chat.
artists as well. involved
Patreon,
in the
go
Goatshed
chat.
Patreon.
Get this now on Goatshed.
Oh, that's very Creatures, that is.
Yo, big up DJ Kazan.
Big up everyone.
Yeah, I like this.
I genuinely reckon I could hear one of your kicks from a mile away. Classic.
Apparently there's some wings nudes in your inbox, Pete. You've been ignoring.
I think he sent me a dub. He just sent me oh no. He sent me the pre-masters to our next Wings EP actually. There you go, a little exclusive. Exclusive.
Exclusive.
Yeah, it's a strong dub pack. Some sick
Yeah,
tunes.
this is wicked.
Yeah, this is definitely a mean kind of tune, mate.
I love this.
It's just got a big kick. The thing is,
at my
like
age-
the drums.
I just want to sit in a club on a table, not really look at anyone, and just do that while listening to grimy shit.
What we're
like
doing
this.
right now.
Basically, yeah. Mate, pandemic's been great for me.
But yeah, Adam was trying to hurry me up, and I didn't like the drums, so I went for my pretty classic kick and to try and add some oomph into the tune because I was struggling a bit to get it finished. But
So,
it works.
Creatures is doing a track walkthrough for us for the Patreon as well. That'll be dropping next week, I think.
Next week.
Yeah, next week. So you get that as well.
Yeah.
Educational.
Go stand up to the Goast Patreon. I said overview Patreon.
Go do that. For me. Do you know,
Also sign up to the overview Patreon if you
I
want.
might do a flash
All the
sale.
creatures Patreon.
I might do a flash sale tonight.
Actually, wait, yeah, creatures. You actually got your own Patreon as well. We might as well plug that as well.
Nah, he signed a contract.
Yeah, plug me. And plug Adam for taking 2. So the other 2 artists involved in the dub pack are also creatures Patreons. So it's a big family play.
We're both on his
So,
Patreon.
There's a common denominator here.
You're all sub to each
Sign
other's
up to his
Patreon.
Patreon and he send you the Goat Shed Love Pack for free.
We just send each other.
Just don't tell Adam.
yeah, just keep it a secret.
How do you make your kicks, creatures?
Disperser.
Disperser. Yeah. You're supposed to sign up
All
to the
you need.
Patreon to find that out, but
Oh, right. Okay, well, if you want to know how creatures makes his kicks, go sign up to the creatures Patreon.
yeah, there's a creatures kick pack on there if you want some of my kicks.
Have you actually
20.
got a creatures kick pack? Are you joking? They're
I'm not
real, they're
joking.
real.
What do you think people ask me for when they join my Patreon?
Harvey, where's our kicks?
Then they all left.
Mate, the funny thing is on my dub for the dub pack, I've used one of Harvey's kicks in my tune as well.
The circle is complete.
That's it.
We got what we got to
That's
do
so funny,
next
that's
show.
so funny.
We've got to get a few producers on, and they've got to make a track with the creatures kick in the time of the show. What do we think?
Just the kick, only
Just-
the kick.
just-
You have to make the whole track out of the
You have to
creatures
make the
kick.
bass, the snare. Yeah.
You probably could do that. You probably could do that. It'd just take a fucking long time.
Creatures. Well, if
One
anyone
of
could do
them.
it, creatures could. We get
I could do that. I reckon I could do that.
I
I'm not-
reckon that's a good
should have
challenge.
said that.
That's a
I'd
good
happily-
challenge.
I'd happily
That's
try
a good
this.
challenge.
Yeah. I could definitely
happily
give it a
try
go.
it.
All right, next
Like,
show,
yeah.
you're making a track out of a kick, out of your kick.
We have actually
Out of
we have
20
actually
different kicks.
we've discussed with creatures potentially making a track while the podcast is on, a full one at some point coming up. There's a little like back challenge going on.
Yeah.
He didn't seem
Yeah.
too enthusiastic.
yeah.
No, like
People are gonna judge
I think
me.
the problem is it's like let everyone send in samples. So like leave it to you guys to basically send what I've got to use, and I just know that you're all going to be knobs and send me like loads of like Britney Spears vocals
Yeah, but that's
or like loads
that's
of
what
weird
makes
stuff
it
that's
She's a
not
queen.
necessary. And it's like, how am I supposed to do this? Just copy
Well,
the overview national anthem.
A bad
We
word
got-
always
we gotta
blames
do
his,
that.
always blames his
Half.
samples, mate.
Half and half. Do half and half. Half jokes.
Yeah. No, I'm keen. Let's do it. Not this time, but
Not this
you know,
time. Go do it right now.
one
What are you
time.
doing? What else are you
Yeah,
doing?
not now. But yeah, definitely, let's do it. So you can hold me to that.
It's
I've not had
fine.
enough to drink yet to like
Or,
back out of it. So
or make the track out of a kick, maybe.
I thought we already agreed it. I didn't know we were entering into second stage negotiations.
oh, sorry. yeah.
Right, we've got some tunes to play. I've been playing lots. I played 2, I know, but still. We have to
You
do
Oh,
played
I-
3.
just
I
share
got
your
you, I
screen.
got you,
Just
I
share
got-
your screen.
I got you.
I know Pete's always got a tune, hasn't he?
Let someone else have a go. If anyone wants to play some tunes other than me, otherwise I'm just going to come in and play some new overview tracks.
Oh, yeah, I got some new pick and mix stuff actually. Let's get this.
I've got some new releases for the label and some potential like dubs I could show you at some point if I could work out how to do it.
Yeah, do it. Do you want to have a crack at it, TJ?
What? Showing some tunes?
Yeah, play some tunes.
I won't be. I'll have to send the link to someone because shitty Mac doesn't allow you to share audio on Discord yet.
Oh shit! Really?
Yes.
Yeah, it's really
It's
weird,
long.
mate. But yeah, so you guys go first.
That'll be
and
why
I'll
I
go
can't do it
after
either.
send some stuff.
Right, let's see what else.
I
I've
tell you
got.
what,
Pete, you're
I've
gonna
got
have
some
to
more.
go, mate.
I'm gonna have to do it. Look, you're forcing my hand into it. I'm just gonna have to do it.
Gonna have to play that new overview.
I'm gonna have to. I'm just gonna have to play the. I'm gonna have to play the new creatures. We have a creatures special right now.
Oh, play the one with Joe Rogan, please. Rogan? Ray Gun.
Joe Rogan. Yeah, we got Joe Rogan. We got Joe Rogan.
I spoke to Pete about a feature. We couldn't think of any, but Joe Rogan just popped out as someone to get in touch with.
He's like, I love overview so much.
All we had to do is
I've
lay
got
a
a
little
different
little
kind of
crumb
stream.
trail of
Yeah,
DMT to the overview office, and Rogan was there, mate.
He was there.
You guys done
He was
DMT.
just there. He's like, if you guys tried DMT,
So I do. If everyone's in, I'm going to play. This is actually the next OV release that is going to be out from Creatures. I might as well have a little plug from it, which is going to be out next Friday. This is one of the tracks, which is Creatures and Rizzle.
I like this one.
This is where I now got to hope that it works.
Cumtex is getting all pointy in the chat. I played one of your tracks earlier, mate, but you weren't here.
Yeah,
for it,
yeah. It's like,
You know,
can everyone hear that? Is that coming through all right?
Yeah.
I can't hear that.
I can't hear fuck all.
What am I?
You got to join my
Just-
stream. Come on, Adam. You got to join my screen.
There we go.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah.
Ben, are you joining the podcast, mate? Or you...
He won't do it.
Oh,
That Creature's kick.
yeah, man.
I love all the weird effects on the snare you've got, like under the snare.
Otherwise, it sounded pretty dead. Like just with a plain snare with nothing happening. Like just try and keep some different things
Yeah, I
going
feel
on.
like in a minimal track like that, you have to kind of find those little bits of character to make it really
Yeah,
stand out.
it's the drums I think that you
Yeah.
have to work on the most in minimal track because bass, like, you want it to be empty really. As bad as it sounds,
Yeah,
it be empty.
that's it,
That's
yeah.
fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
It's not empty. I say hollow is the right word, not empty.
Do you remember last podcast?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we gave away like 10 grand's worth of fucking prizes.
Should we give away some more prizes today?
Yeah, maybe. I might do a flash sale.
Come on, CJ. You're always up for giving away a prize.
Someone can win some of my cauliflower soup.
Ooh. That's it.
Give away some dubs.
I might do a flash sale of our merch.
You're supposed to give away prizes. That's just you're still trying to get money.
Alright.
That's a big tune.
Play the Joe Reagan one, please.
Cheers.
Fucking Rogan. You want me to play the Joe Rogan collab?
Yeah, man.
Just gotta find it quick. Uh-oh. What's going for the second drop?
I've got some chains. Oh, that's good. Who should I send the link to? Should I send it to you, Pete, or should I send it to Adam?
You can send it to me. Alright, I'm gonna go into the Creatures and Joe Rogan track, which is the title track from the EP. Gonzo Transmission. What is a Gonzo Transmission?
Yeah, I
Harvey?
wanted to know that as well.
Ask Joe.
It's something,
Ask Joe.
You know,
it's something
Actually,
from-
yeah,
Read the bars
yeah.
and-
It's just a regular old
Like,
Gonzo.
I don't know.
It's just a gonzo.
It's a regular old
I don't know.
Gonzo.
All I know is that purple
big
nose,
up,
weird looking
Poma.
guy from the Muppets.
Cantob from Russia and YouTube. I see you, bruv.
I seize ya.
I sees ya. Silence my Patreon.
That's how you do it.
I'll be on the touchline, cheering on the anarchy. Gonzo transmissions, psychedelic airwaves, whole scheme, hair brain, situation pear shape, flee with the rats from the test tube wreckage. Washed up to show
Yeah,
like
he's
a bottled
cold.
up message. I'm in the dog and duck bottoms up session, where slurring my speech has become an obsession. Iron out the creases, perfection is a parody.
You need to enable downloads on that, TJ. Actually, I could share this. Is it? Could you give us a download of that?
Yeah, I'll do that, of course.
Thanks, mate.
Refresh the link when you're ready, mate.
I'll be on the touchline, cheering on the anarchy. Gonzo transmissions.
Oh look, Ben Context is here, just out of nowhere.
He's not in the actual stream, is he?
There he is.
Yeah, he is.
Oh no! Oh, I thought this stream was going right.
It's Ben from Context Audio. Ben.
He just wants to come and play some dubs. He wants to play some dubs.
You people are fucking mean.
You can handle it, man.
No, I'm fragile.
Oh yeah, Pete, this one's different. It's a bit experimental. See what you guys
Alright,
think.
get it on. Big up, Harvey. That was a massive tune,
The only
mate.
thing is though, I'll be honest.
Yeah, huge.
I don't want these vocals on because they're like splice vocals, but I wanted to get a vocalist on it. But
Mate, you can't go wrong with a good splice vocal.
mate, he fucking, you know,
Just sing it
the
yourself.
producer says, I fell in love with
Sing
the
it
vocal."
yourself. Yeah, come on.
can't lie,
I
just
want to
sing
hear. I want to
the
hear
words.
TJ. I want to hear TJ singing on a track. That'll be fucking great.
Yeah, TJ, just sing
I've
the vocals
made a
for
tune
him.
with me spitting on there already, bro.
I can believe that. I want to hear it. Can you send us that?
I could
I could send you. I don't know if I should. Show. I've done a hip hop tune with Twitchy.
Who?
I made a hip hop beat the other day actually. I was gonna say.
Down, they just think they are. Never little wanna be gangster trying to play hard.
Sounds like
Never
Bucky
little wanna
Malone.
be gangster trying to play hard. Never little wanna be gangster trying to play
Guy
hard.
is all over splice, bro.
Wanna be gangster, wanna be gangster, trying to be gangster, trying to be gangster, trying to play hard.
That's a cool vocal though.
Yeah.
It is, bro. It does fit. It fits. It does
Never
fit.
little
It
wanna
does
be
fit. I
gangster
can't
trying
lie.
to play hard.
Oi.
That's
It's
mad.
like a kind of grime
That's it.
Yeah, mate.
mashup.
But I think I could get a sick vocalist on this. I think I could get a sick vocalist on this.
Get Killer P on this.
Speak to Wiley. Get Wiley on it.
I wanted to get Slay on it. I wanted to get Slay on it from Manny.
Get grime artist, man.
Or fucking Screwfizzer. I wanted to maybe thinking about Screwfizzer.
Smoke up, that's in the blem. Free up the guys and dip out the ends. Jump in the ride and burn out the rims. Don't stop, don't touch the void I'm in. Now we in the block, put it up for events.
Vocal works really well with
Right.
drums.
But it does. It
Yeah.
does. It does
Yeah.
work with it.
It needs like that grimy sort of rap beat. Like if you got like a Joe Ray gun or like a synth, it wouldn't quite work because it's like a hip hop flow. But they're like, yeah, it works really well with the trap style.
I want a music video, basically.
Get them to Pitbulls.
Yeah, no, I do like the idea.
I really like this.
Yeah, I think it's sick, bro. He's got that like grime kickback.
Literally, like, he sent me an idea. And I was like,
Man, I could hear Killer P over this or something like that.
yeah, Killer P's a shout.
Proper
I know
vibe.
he's been online dub. a lot.
Strategy.
Shout, Eric.
Pete, can I send you a Bowie
no.
dub to play?
Yeah, please do. Send if anyone wants to play any music, please send me some music. We'll get it. We'll get it
Want me
on.
to email
I'll
it
send you some
or
subconscious
Facebook.
audio bits.
Discord it. Send it Discord.
Discord? Okay.
Fernley's here. Fernley's here. Looks like a Werewolf Wanted on Crime Watch. It does actually.
Come on, it's time.
Right, I'm gonna have to dip out for just 10 minutes. My internet's giving me loads of grief, but I'll be back. All right.
No, he's gonna go have a smoke. He wants to go have a joint, and he come back.
Well, yeah, that's also
Yeah.
part of the plan.
I was thinking the same.
You know. Yeah. All right. I see you.
All right.
Literally, I'll be back.
All right, man.
I'm gonna lock him out of the podcast room.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. He had his chance. He had his chance, and he blew it. I love this stream, though. This is like proper, like, yeah, grime is D&B. Like, I haven't heard too much like that. Maybe I'm just. Is there a lot of stuff like that? I guess.
Perez often plays a lot like that.
You know what? There
Stuff like that.
probably is. They're not. I just don't know them.
But yeah, there's not. I haven't heard too much like that. It's
No,
sick.
I haven't either, really.
But yeah, it's not that. It's not Foghorn, is it?
Not quite.
I reckon if that would be a good look if you could get like a big old school grime artist, like get someone like it. Someone said like
Even a drill artist would slap on this.
or drill artist, yeah.
Even a drill artist would slap on this.
Get X-Man's son. What's his
Jay
name?
Miller.
Jay Miller. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would
Jay
slap.
Miller.
There we go. There we go. Look, we're calling out right now. TJ wants to talk to you.
Jay Miller. Jay Miller. I know. So yeah.
Yeah.
Really? That would suit it on top of something like this. If you're worried about the vocal, then a big feature would go down really well.
I know what you're saying. Like the vocal works, but like if you've
The
got
vocal
like, if you've
works,
got like
but I
a
think
sick grime act like to this.
If
would
I
just
can, I
bang.
might as well try
Yeah,
it. Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. But yeah, no, safe man. I appreciate it. I do like it. I'll send you another one from Highly actually, Pete. I'm gonna send you now with the download it.
All right. Well, we're gonna. I've got one here from Miss Leds. This is a buoy audio dub. Is that Habs?
Has a bee, Winter
Has a Bee.
Morning, Zero T remix coming out next month, I believe.
Oh.
Isn't this like several years old?
Yeah. It was played on Radio 1 like 3 years ago.
You can't talk, Ben. Come on.
Yeah, but they're all private. They're all in the background. No one knows about it.
Ben always comes in with those
It still
hard,
sounds
cold
fresh, though.
tunes just to knock you off.
You gotta love a good Zero T remix.
I know, he smashes it.
This is from like the golden era when he was remixing like all the tunes. You got a remix of him, Peter, for Lifestyle, remember?
I did, yeah. It's Colours. Big up to Kian.
That's the best podcast episode when we talk about that.
We're not talking about that.
Yeah, well, hold on. Story time.
Story time repeat. We'll leave that for another show.
Wait, by the way, all
We
the
can do
guests
it.
at the
We'll
moment,
do it tonight. Come on, let's go.
we're gonna have a story time section. So get ready with your weird rave stories and anything else.
Weird rave stories.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's got the weirdest rave story.
Burrito stories.
Oh, I have to think.
I've got a couple of very funny ones from High Rise.
I was going to say, if anyone does, it'll definitely be you, sadly.
Yeah, I don't want to like out any artists though, so I'll keep it tame. But I've got a few very jokes on.
We can
They
just
shall
say,
not be named.
We can just say, yeah, person A.
I've got a few in my head already now.
X.
Yes. He's back.
Just change the first letter of their
Okay,
name.
cheers.
It's like Nero.
Right, I'm gonna smash on another Goatshed Patreon dub from. We'll do Sudley's next.
Do you want me to play it, or are you going to play it?
Have you got it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, go on, you play it, mate.
I just like being in charge.
You do.
We all know. We all know.
Can you guys hear me like this?
This is nice.
Stream are we meant to be watching? No? Oh, never mind.
Wait, Adam, could you on you've literally got can you open the screen up so that you've got all of the squares? Yeah. Thank you.
I have. It's always been like that.
No, it hasn't.
Has? I've not touched it.
I just went onto the stream and I saw it.
Nah, it must be you hadn't loaded it properly. It's been like this. For
All right.
Stomper, isn't it?
I keep freezing.
Where are we sending these dubs?
You want to say?
Discord, or where are we sending the dubs?
So yeah, send them to me on Discord.
What are you called on Discord? The overview man. Overview music.
The overview man. You've not got me as a friend on Discord.
No, I've just sent you the friend request though.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Oh, thanks, mate. You invited me into it also. It should have been the other way around a bit.
Oh, we got better. Ben's sending in dub as well. Everyone's sending dubs.
Hold on. Hold on. None of this. None of that.
See, this is why I say when I've got like the biggest dubs ever. Just this proves exactly why.
Everyone just gets their
Everyone
teeth
gets
back, don't they? Fucking waste, man.
Hey, mate, I swear we're not supposed to swear before 9 o'clock. You made this a rule. Come on. This is the watershed. We're not supposed to swear before 9 o'clock.
This is Man Like Sudley.
Big up,
Same
Sudley.
track from the Goat Shed dub pack.
On the Goast Shed Patreon, go get it right now.
Yeah, tagged in the comments. Run, tell a friend. Big up Wayne Frisbee on the YouTube chat.
Ooh.
Oh. Behave.
That's heavy.
Wait until you get there's some. It just changes and it just gets sicker. This tune it gets better.
I like the kick drum. Nah, the stabs in it are wicked, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Really pulls the tune
is
along and
cold.
like
This is cold.
it's sick.
Have you still? I've heard about this before. I think I've heard before. This is sick.
If you didn't know, it's on our Patreon. Go grab it.
Which Patreon?
Goat Sheds, obviously.
How much do you have to pay for this wonderful Patreon, Adam?
It's $9.99 a month. That's a tenner a month. You get 3 dubs or four dubs for the next one, and we give you loads of discount on merch and some tutorials and some walkthroughs. And... Yeah, man.
And
It's a bargain.
it's got a signed, framed picture of Adam himself.
Obviously.
Meet and greet.
Fuck it. I'm gonna send some bit more energy stuff. Give you this.
Yeah, man. I'm
I know,
up
we
for it.
just got
Everything's been bare minimal tonight, innit?
we got too many minimal boys in the house. That's a problem.
I'm gonna send some absolute fucking gritty jump up.
Yeah, do it, mate. I'm for
Send me
it.
your filthiest jump up.
I've signed some Hungarian jump up the other day, mate. Listen to this, bro.
Mate, you gotta watch out for
Hungarian
Hungarian jump up.
Fair enough. But mate, this
It's all about the second drop on this one.
Right. Is Iron Lung Hungarian? I don't know why I'm thinking that, but is that where Iron Lung's from?
That's why he's
I don't know why I thought that. He's from Kent.
He does look like a European. I can get a European.
No, it's not that. I just like I thought someone told me years ago, and I was just like, hey.
He used to play in Belgium
But,
all the time.
Yeah, I think maybe that's got something to do with it. I don't know.
Right, who's in the
Probably
chat? Give us a
16 the
sign.
last
Give
time I
us a
heard the
comment.
tune
We
from
want to
him,
see
mate.
who's
To
give
be
it a
fair.
share.
Yeah, Pete, I'm loading you up with some. I've sent you up 3 links with some different stuff.
Big up Sudley on this one.
Yeah, sadly,
second drop.
Ooh. That's sick.
First half-time drop I've ever done.
Nice.
It's all about the kick.
That's the best bit. Definitely.
Wayne Frisbee, www.patreon.com/goatshed.
Like slightly off time.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Just that.
Fuck with it. Yeah, fuck with it.
Hey, I'm gonna send you a tune from my Rebel Music EP.
Oh, do it.
Send me the one about flowers.
Oh, is it fun?
I was gonna send the Pookie one.
Is it finished?
Story P.
Is it finished? Yeah. It's coming out next month.
Yo.
As we can never hold down a WhatsApp conversation for more than 30 seconds, we might as well just chat on here, bruv. When you bring in your show to Goat Shed, how are we going to do it? When are we started?
I reckon, I want to say this month, innit? But I want to pattern up a guest and have like a proper show, like written down, get it all sorted out. I want to try and pattern a producer as well. If anyone knows a producer that wants to do like produce my show and help me produce it, because doing it on my own, it's long, mate. I need someone with good ideas as well to help bring some new features and stuff. But yeah, March 100%.
Let's go for March. Get that form over to me.
100%. Yeah, bro, I can't lie, it's still open on my computer. I haven't closed it. It's the only tab I haven't closed. I'm not even joking. I can share my screen now. I think.
I'm joking, bro.
Yeah, March. I'm gassed, mate, because I've been wanting to do it for ages.
Goat Shed Radio is launching big in March, man. It's going to be so many sick people involved, man.
I feel like you lot have got the... Like, bro, obviously it's the first time I've been in the last... Was it last month or 2 months ago? It's the first time I've been, and it's like, right, this is sick.
Do you know, Ray Keith come to the studio the other day, and he's like, it's not loud enough, you need to fucking turn it up.
I bet he's deaf.
Not quite.
He's like, the studio's not loud enough.
We've been DJing for like 30 years plus.
Oh,
I can't remember who it was. I think it was Audio Mission. He was like, I went to Ray Keith's studio once, and it was literally like as loud as a club.
No, that's what he said to me. He was like, bruv, like, I love it. I love it.
gosh.
Like, I chat, he calls me all the time. He calls me up and goes, Adam! I'm like, yes, bruv. But I was like, mate, what do you think of the studio? He was like, look, mate, I want it like fabric in there, and it just, you know, it just ain't loud enough.
Fair play. I mean,
Nah,
He
mate.
said your name like
He's
that as well,
absolutely
exactly
cooked
how
his
you said it.
ears.
Oh, bruv, he's a legend. But yeah, man, so I actually just went and spoke, and we're getting a whole new rig in there. Like, he hurt me deep. New rig coming to the Bristol studio. Potentially the Southampton one as well.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oi, Pete,
yes.
do you know who I want to get as a guest on my Fun and Bass show? Fucking Dan. Get Dan, please. Just sort it out.
What, clinical?
Yeah, mate.
You have to, he's a superstar these days, mate. You gotta like, you know, you gotta know people to get through to him. You know,
I knew him before around me and all them days. All right.
He's a pretty big.
I knew him before around me.
Oh, big up Kenneth, who won like 6 prizes 2 weeks ago.
Was he the one that won the fucking?
Nah, you know that. You know, Odo. You know when we were fucking lost and we made that mega prize of homemade cookies and fucking all that shit.
I kind of remember. Yeah.
That geezer who won it never claimed the prize, so we were close, but we managed to blag that one.
Yeah, why why are you telling everyone? Why are you telling the internet that?
What?
What? You can really have it a bit.
Play that.
What's wrong with that?
Play that "See You Again" tune.
Is this the filth? Is this some filthy jumper?
Nah, the filthy one is Whisper, that Whisper one. But this one is I really want raves to be back in summer because I don't want to release it otherwise.
Mate.
There's no raves. I'm not releasing this.
all right.
We will have some raves.
We will have some.
I feel positive about
it.
Mate, how mad is it?
Yeah.
How mad is it? When
we keep saying it will happen.
Gonna happen.
When we all go to the next big rave, we're gonna know so many people that we've never met, but we're gonna know everyone there almost. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna be weird.
Yeah, it's mad.
It's true. I think about the amount of people that you've met during this lockdown.
Yeah, innit?
Discord.
So many people.
We've met once, creatures, but that Harvey, sorry. We met once. But,
you used his government name, his creatures. We got
his superhero name.
His superhero name.
Oh, we're using our made-up names. I'm Spider-Man.
Yeah.
No, you said the same when you come in, didn't you? Somebody called me creatures, so I guess that's what we ran with. But I don't care.
If someone called me Ghost, I'd just think that's weird. But you're more known for your made-up names, so I guess.
For my
made-up name.
Nobody likes Harvey.
It's so weird, isn't it, that we have to give ourselves these names? Just one day, Harvey decided I'm going to be creatures. I'm just going to be creatures. Why not?
Oi!
Ooh.
Oh, it's like old school break vibes. This is really
lovely.
Whose is this? Whose is this?
TJ's loving it.
This is Harley Lee.
This is such a summer tune.
This is what I'm saying.
Nah, but even if like you couldn't go to raves and that,
Big up Blackshine
like,
99.
Yeah,
Twitch
still
chat.
do a lot.
It is. I'm not gonna lie. It's coming out summer. Like the EP is already planned and scheduled.
Yeah.
I think it's coming out in June. I believe June.
Is it a vocal done for the tune, or is it like a sampled vocal?
Bro, he found the sample. It's royalty free and everything.
That's mad.
I don't know.
Nice, it works
He
really
finds
well with-
so many. He finds so many samples that work for his streams. I don't know how. He literally just sits on his computer, just go through so much. Yeah. But yeah, I actually got a remix actually.
Get break to remix this.
That would be sick.
I got Conrad Subs to remix this.
Oh, big
Okay.
up Comrade Subs.
He turned it
What a
into like a
tune.
jungly one.
Oh, nice.
His output's been mental the last year.
Yeah, he had 3 EPs out in one day last year.
No, it wasn't
18
3. I thought it was 4 or 5.
It might have been more, yeah.
Big up Nathan Stanley on the YouTube chat.
Tell us where anyone is listening from right now.
Yeah, where you all tuned him in from?
Have we got any
They're gonna be like-
international crew?
They're gonna be like Peter's fridge.
I am gonna have a beer. I'm gonna have a beer.
Oh, I want a beer.
I'm only having one, maybe 2.
Just a little
Right.
bit.
There is a bottle of vodka in the fridge just looking at me, but
Have you got
I've
the Ken
cautioned.
Dot tune,
Like feeding Gizmo after midnight.
Pete?
Do you know if you Google YouTube goat shed, the first thing that comes up is building a movable goat shed
Yeah.
video?
Yeah.
Yeah. It says it can be moved around as I rotate the goat. That's what it says.
Interesting.
We got some crew from Cardiff and we got some crew from Ireland, keeping it international with the
Ooh.
Wales and Ireland gang.
Come on.
Proper exotic.
Shout out my Irish family.
Hey Pete, let's get that Ken Dot tune on.
Yes, sir.
It's the final track from the Goat Shed dub pack. Man like Ken Dot in the chat.
Facts on, yeah?
Yeah.
But yeah, grab that one in summertime, guys.
Yeah, massive tune.
That's a tune.
I'll send it.
That's a banging tune.
Yeah, no. I will sort you
Look at you like fading it out, fading it in.
Man, I'm a professional. I'm a professional over here.
Professional.
I've been known to DJ a couple of times.
DJ.
I'm a fellow DJ.
Alright, so this one's Ken Dot dub pack. It's a banger. It's a banger.
Yeah, if anyone hadn't known, this is on the Goat Shed dub pack on Patreon. Please go to Patreon right now.
What was the URL?
Right now.
Right now, go do it! Come on, what are you waiting for?
Run to
10
the
days.
Go buy the dub pack.
10 days.
Remember, sign up to the Features Patreon and you get it free.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
Exclusive.
Hey.
Like that bass line. Nice.
Yeah, that bass is nice, man.
I
It's the
love
pace in the
Like
whole
a,
tune.
it's
I've
like a
always loved
brighter
that.
halogenic.
I love that fucking
Right,
fast, like choppy drum, man. It's sick. Energy drums.
Is that vocal from the Dub Wars, one of the Dub Wars sample packs? Is it?
It's not where I got it, but I think it was in there.
Ah.
I think it was one that was in there, yeah.
Big up Lakshay99 again in Twitch.
Oh yeah, we've got loads of dub wars. You could send in some dub wars to listen to.
Yeah.
I think we're going to move into Q&A.
Season 1 and Season 2.
Are we?
Q&A? Yeah, I think we are. Yeah.
Well, we could, yeah. Otherwise,
Play some more.
This will just turn into a let's listen to tunes the whole show, which I've got no problem with.
Yeah.
We can do what the fuck we want. That's the beauty of it. I mean,
do what I want.
we can do what the F we want.
Do what you want, mate.
It's going to take me a while.
Still
mate.
got an hour.
This is not going to work. I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah, but do you know what? So we're launching radio next month, but you know, with anything you do, you got to aim for the highest, yeah. So you know, we want to go dab and shit. For fuck's sake. So you got to try. You got to, you got to start how you want to go on. So no swearing and whatever. Just fucked
And
it
you're
up.
failing massively at that.
Next week.
Yeah, you know what, Adam? Like you said, while we're on the call, let's talk about this now. I was thinking about doing like a night show.
What, like 2 a.m.?
No, like a 9 to 11.
Yeah, do what you want, bro. I don't care.
Yeah, it's calm then. Cool. I can swear. Yes.
Yeah, anything past 9 is swearing blood.
Yeah, I know. That's what I wanted to do. 9.
That's why you picked 9 o'clock later. Not doing it if I can't swear, fam.
I was thinking Saturdays 9 to 11.
Saturdays you can swear all day though, can't you? Because it's a weekend.
Yeah, Saturdays don't count.
Is
Yeah.
it all day on radio?
Saturdays don't count. It's only on school nights.
Oh, bless me. I really do.
Oh, banana horse.
Yeah, play Banana Horse. That's classic.
Banana horse.
Banana horse.
Ring.
Oh, mate, you need to get that. I want you to hear that jump up one.
Oh, yeah, no, put the jump up on. Let's get the jump up on. Let's change it
Whisper.
up
I didn't
And
know
mine
you in
too.
Discord. It's the
You have
whisper
to
one.
play
I'm
my
playing
burrito
this next
game.
one. Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, I've got to track
Yeah,
you away
my
from Miss
cat.
Les. We got a Miss Les. We got a Miss Les dub.
It has my mum's voice in it, and it's about my cat Burrito.
So,
You've
You
got a
are
cat called
obsessed,
Burrito.
Mandy.
Burrito. He's a burrito of
Burrito.
purrs.
Interesting.
Burrito.
Yeah.
Is it-
I've got a funny story. It's almost story time. So I got a cat way back when, 2013, in my flat with my boy Julian. It was like.
What's his name? What's the cat's name? Come on.
Well, so I got the cat and it was a girl, so we called it Khaleesi from Game of Thrones, because Game of Thrones before season 6 ain't happened yet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, Khaleesi was walking around, and then about 3 months later, Khaleesi had a pair of fucking balls on it. And so Khaleesi,
Adam, come on, Angus.
Khaleesi,
Fat balls.
Surely
Yeah,
not.
so, okay, Khaleesi ended up being called Keith. And so,
Keith Lucy.
and Keith is still around. Christian's actually got him now, because I couldn't have Keith in one of my flats. But yeah, Keith the cat.
Aww.
The cat transitions.
From the Princess of Dragons
Cats could do that.
to Keith. It was a great transition. We supported him through the whole process, of course, but it was.
He's still going strong. All right, look. We're gonna go into one from Miss Leds here. About the cat, about Miss Led's cat. Can you tell us interesting facts about Burrito?
Yeah, let's do it. This is it. You got to tell us facts about.
In-
You got 10 facts. 10 facts. Right. Fact number one. Go.
At least three.
He only likes fancy food, and whenever mum would give him normal food, he would get annoyed and not eat it.
So would I. Fact two.
amazing.
Yeah.
Number two.
He was
Cat's got
actually my sister Kelly's cat originally, but then he
Thief.
loved me more.
Number three.
Okay, all right, three. And go on, one more.
If he wanted to see me, he would come to my door and then he would scratch up the carpet, and that's where this comes from. That bloody Pookie.
That bloody
Brilliant.
Pookie. Well done. You've done it.
Bloody
Three
Pookie.
before the drop.
Yeah.
Big fan of that. Oh, hey, mate.
It's sick as well.
I want to go and buy this track now. I understand it has soul.
It kind of reminds me of a cat as well. Kind of like, "Rah!" I can imagine this really angry cat right now.
Drums are
Brian,
wicked.
can send some jump up if you're taking tracks.
I like that.
Pookie.
Pookie. Meow.
I'm so excited that there's going to be a track on Beatport that has my mum's voice and is about my cat. I just love that.
It's pretty impressive.
That is so jokes. It's a life goal, really.
Making your own music, mate. Let's go.
Mr. Sudley, you send me a track, but you need to enable downloads if that's alright, buddy.
Oh, sorry, 2 secs.
It's alright, I'll forgive you.
Pete, get that whisper tune downloaded, mate. I have sent it to you, I think.
Yeah, mate, you can hit up with a playlist.
There you go.
We can't jump onto the Q&A quite yet.
I think
At
you're
least
fine, mate.
stay tuned, Ted.
I can do what I want.
I do what I want.
Do what I want, man.
Organised chaos.
Where's, bro?
Bloody Pookie.
Bloody Pookie.
Look,
That was an
if
epic
you
example.
want your tracks played on the podcast, you know, you're going to have to pay the exposure fee. You know,
You have to sign up to the Patreon.
You should do that, bro.
Do you know what? We
£1
might start doing
a review.
advertising at the Goat Shed. You know, you can pay per 1,000 views.
Have you got access to it because of Facebook, mate? You can do all of that stuff, innit?
Yeah, man. So if anyone wants to advertise their products or anything cool, hit me up.
Adam, is there anything you can't turn into profit?
Goat Shed, apparently.
Yeah, I like this.
He's getting there. The Patreon is a good start.
Mate, once we can do
Got
events,
Discord?
we're laughing. But until then, we're in the same position as everyone else.
Anyway, please buy this next month.
Does your mum get some of the royalties?
Can you send it to me so I can never DJ?
Did she get a 25% cut of the?
I think you've already got it, Adam. I sent you.
Oh, is this on
At least get featuring credit.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Oi, this is sick.
Yeah, I really like this. This is fucking sick.
Thank you.
Ken.dad.dead.com. Who's
You said that this is forthcoming on Rebel then.
Yeah, Rebel Music next.
And me.
I think late next month.
Oh,
Oh, mate, look
Shout
at
out,
that
big
bird.
up to Ben.
Look at
Big
that
up to
bird.
Ben.
Pick up the greener.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, why is it? He's putting up a picture of a. Why are you putting up a picture of a burger, Adam? What's going on right now?
I feel like I missed some preamble here.
Luckily for me, wine doesn't get me drunk.
It doesn't work.
I think this podcast is going to turn into a role reversal of what happened last time.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on.
Can we get Mrs. Magoo back so Adam can shout at her this time?
Where is Mrs. Magoo? Where you at? She's got a toothache.
Mrs. Magoo said she had a
Mrs. Magoo
toothache.
is fucking funny, mate.
I'm kind of glad that she's not here today because she's
she's
that
funny.
went-
She's-
Whenever
that
I
went
mention
wrong.
Mrs. Whenever I mention
She's
Mrs.
lit.
Magoo, Pete
Alright.
gets fucking PTSD. He's like, oh, fuck.
Who's ready for some jump up
Hey,
then?
mentioning no names,
Are you ready?
someone owed us
Disgusting.
some money, and I said to him, have you paid that money? He was like, no, I don't have online banking. I just replied, it's 2021, man. Like, what's going on?
Bro, there's
Some people don't,
that
mate,
have
yeah,
online
don't.
banking, bro.
Some people don't have PayPal.
Drug dealers or old 70s.
How can you be a drug dealer with no
My dad
online
doesn't have
banking?
online banking.
Mate, they drugged it. He still wants cash. Do you know what I mean? Cash is still
Nah.
like
There's ways.
it's the ways. All right, I'm going to jump up.
You sell drugs via PayPal.
No, I don't. Waze does. I said it's the Waze.
Cryptocurrency, blockchain,
yeah,
blockchain, my drugs.
What's this? Who's this?
This is
It's
disgusting.
the jump up one. Yeah.
It's jump up time.
I'm just waiting for it to go, where's my money?
Money.
It's more like Neuro.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
fucking heavy.
Yeah, it's more like, it's like current value.
Yeah, it's nice.
I love the phone sound.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It reminds me of Molecular's tune, Bouncer a little bit. With that like phone vibe.
I'm a big fan of this, TJ.
Yeah,
This is
right.
wicked. I love it.
Whisper's fucking sick, man. So nice.
There's so much noise on everything. It just fills so much space. It sounds sick.
That's what all Hungarians do.
Noise.
Fuck. Yeah, noise, everything.
Yeah.
I want a drink now. Every time I go on video calls, it makes me want a drink.
Oh no.
I agree. Who have we lost?
Oh, I think you lost Kendall.
It's back.
Brilliant.
I'm gonna go into that was a nice.
Banana
We're gonna play Banana Horse just because the title of that track is quite.
The title of it is enough.
I kind of want to know what a fucking Banana Horse is, really.
Whose tune is this? It's yours, Miss Lens.
No, this is a context audio one.
This is a context.
I don't know who it's by.
Stop, Adam.
Who is it by?
I know it is, man.
Anything that puts Ben in a good mood is not allowed.
It's very, very difficult to do. So.
Who remembers that YouTube video, Banana Phone?
I do.
Oh, Banana Man. You remember Banana Man?
Banana phone.
Banana phone.
Banana Man was legit.
Mate, that's the golden age of the internet before things got fucking dark and weird, man.
Yeah.
Maybe we should play that as well today.
Yeah, I'm up for that. I bet that's been like copyrighted though. Just shit.
It's all about the duck song. If you don't know about the duck song, I can't help you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Duck song went in.
Dave, Pete, you're gonna have to stop me from swearing, mate.
Sorry, Adam.
Oh, who's this? What's this? What's going on?
It's this Banana Horse.
It was an off-cut from our first release that didn't make the cut, and we're going to find another release for.
Well, your first ever context audio release.
GTX 001, yeah.
Ben,
So this dub is nearly 6 years old.
It is, in fact. I think it was 6 years old. It's 5 years old in January.
Ben,
There you go. That's how you keep a dub. You don't. There's no point in releasing music. You might as well just keep it on your hard drive.
Ben, have you been sharing sun exposure with Pete?
No, it's just when I drink.
What you need, Ben, is you need one of these. You need one of these to like make sure you don't show up as red. I'm professionally lit.
Professionally lit.
Professionally lit. I was professionally lit last time. Fucking hell.
This is really sick. I rate this.
Mate,
Who is it?
These podcasts do it right, don't they?
It's because they're engaging, you know. People just like to engage with real people.
People have been sat in their houses for the last year, mate.
It's been very depressing as well. It's been a rubbish year.
Come on, well, let's keep this chat. Keep this chat cheerful, all right? We don't need to go into like, God, everything's ruined. We want to pick people up. We want to pick people up on their Wednesday nights. Come on, guys, it's gonna get better. The world's gonna get better. Oh, that's cheeky.
Big background music, yeah.
Banana horse.
I need some captions of.
What is a banana horse?
It even has like a weird half phase before the drop. It can drop on the 16 or whatever.
If anyone could tell me in the chat what a banana horse is, thank you. I'd really like to know. Wikipedia that.
Yeah, what is that?
It's a horse that really likes bananas, or is it a horse made out of bananas?
A horse shaped as like a banana.
A horse shaped banana.
Or a banana shaped horse.
Yeah.
What came
The
first, the
mystery.
banana or the horse?
Bananas.
Probably a banana.
Bananas, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
No, Maybe not. Banana could be a recent evolutionary vegetable.
Who wants to hear
Or
a
a fruit,
sneak?
fruit.
I've got a dub. I've got a dub that's we're dropping next month.
No, Adam, you're not allowed to play, mate. Sorry.
Nah.
You played enough. You played enough. I haven't played an overview track in at least like 10 minutes.
That's what the overview podcast is for.
I feel this is the only reason I'm here doing this, isn't it?
I'm gonna play a minion horse.
No, I'm gonna play something from Sudley next.
Oh yeah, big up.
I do reckon we should actually try and do some talking or something. We should actually have a bit of a chat or open up to the studio, maybe.
We've got
we can talk about some deep drum and bass discussions, or we can chat shit about.
We've got 8 minutes left.
Not bananas.
Of this section, so we'll play a
Has anyone got any good stories about bananas?
Not any PC ones.
you what?
Got to wait till 9 o'clock.
Did you ever try to smoke banana skins?
Yeah,
Wasn't
actually,
that
I
a
did.
thing?
I did
No.
actually. I did that. At
Is
school.
that a thing?
Apparently,
Yeah.
yeah, it's always like, oh, smoke banana skins and you get fucked up.
And you always
but
get that dickhead that goes, "Yeah, I think I'm right."
Bollocks.
It doesn't work. I can tell you right now, it doesn't work.
I think it's working.
I'm glad you
All
told
the
me.
kids
Now I
out
won't
there,
try.
don't try that at home.
Yeah, please don't go smoke banana skins.
Do it.
You're doing your public.
Smoke weed like a regular people, right?
Normal person.
Well, Pete, you can't play that before 9 o'clock. What the
Oh,
fuck?
sorry. I'm sorry, DAB.
Cancelled. It's cancelled.
Oi.
Oh, this is via the ads.
Go on, big up Sudley. Sudley's big in the game.
Big up, let's see.
Stop me texting, mate. Fucking hell.
Can we talk about Mistrust? Dropped 2 huge singles last week. Sound full of
That
Oh,
single
yeah.
was real good. The Archway Records Lies Hook single.
Is
It's
that
a banger.
Mistrust, is it?
It is Mistrust, yeah. You
Well,
probably
that was
get
on
the
that was an Archway, wasn't it?
Yeah. Cardinal Sound record label. Big up Fraser.
That's
I
nice.
like this bit.
I like how your
Pete,
tunes
this is
really
actually
change
making
up.
its way.
Mm.
Yeah, we try and keep it
Very
fresh
interesting.
because it can get boring quite quickly if you just don't keep switching up, really.
It's a good way actually to fix like getting repetitive of a tune if you're making. You're just making 2 tunes kind of in one.
Exactly, yeah.
Stop it.
This is coming your way,
If you've
actually,
got time,
Pete.
try fit in that magenta one after you play some of yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna play mine next.
When are we gonna have a chat?
After mine, we'll come back to music later, but let's play one more of mine.
What about me?
What about me?
What about me? Never
Who-
won.
What about what am I playing?
Nothing, I'll do it. It's fine. I've got this plan.
Oh right.
That was authoritative.
You've lost.
What?
Yeah, that was it.
You've lost, kid.
Oh, I don't have it. What's it?
Oh,
All right, we're gonna play the magenta
Hold
tune
on,
then.
no.
There we go. We're going in.
Nah,
Why not? Why not?
I've got it now. Fuck.
It's such an exclusive dub. Even I don't have it.
Right, can you hear that?
Nah, mate. Nah. Yeah, I can. I'm one up. Sorry.
I think this is a banger.
High frequency.
Is it on the Goast Patreon, Adam?
It will be next
Goast
month.
Patreon.
It will be next month. If you sign up to our VIGs, you can get it now.
How much is the VOG, Adam? Tell me.
You have to find out.
£30 a month.
Too much for him to mention.
That and more at Goatshed /patron. Patron/Goatshed.
Yeah. Foghorn.
More, Daddy, please.
Who's this by?
High frequency. Not from here, right? From Europe somewhere, or from?
I actually know him. I didn't grow up with him, but what from Watford area.
I think there might be something else.
I've known him a long time, actually. That'll do. Little sneak preview. Cut it off. Oh, it's me that's playing it, isn't it? Right. Right. We should do a Q&A, I think. People in the chat, have you got any questions for anyone in the podcast? Now's your time to ask us anything. Anything.
I must wait. Pete, play that magenta tune. Pete, play that magenta tune while we're waiting.
All right, so yeah, if anyone does have any questions for anybody here in the chat, or you'd like to, or any discussions, any topics about drum and bass that you'd like us to talk about,
or non-drum and bass, doesn't have to be drum and bass.
Anything.
Anything you want.
I have a question.
Yeah, all right.
All right, Ben. All right.
Nah, what's the question?
I've got my hand on everything.
First question.
Where did Sudley get his nice flamingo wallpaper from?
He drew it himself.
To be honest with you, it actually came with the flat that we got. So there's no.
That's strange for wallpaper.
Yeah.
Wallpaper doesn't usually act like that.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Personally, I'm not the biggest fan, but we don't own the flat, so we can't change it. Which is, just one of
I'm
those.
telling you, stop that thinking right now. That is a gem and you should treasure it.
Yeah, maybe I should rip it down and take it with me when we move out. It's just a bit of a weird colour, to be honest. It's just like it's like that mixture between brown and black.
It's sepia.
And also the flamingo.
Come on.
All right,
It's definitely not sepia.
All right, we got a question from the public. Turn the music down. Have it in the background quietly.
What's your favourite label in labels in D&B? Well, it's got to be Pick-a-Mix and Context Audio. My third favourite is probably Goast. Goast Patreon label. That's really good.
Hey, Pete, can we get the music turned down a bit, mate?
Oh, sorry. We'll have a little background music.
Hold on. TJ, can you do a quick mic check? Because he was acting all weird. It was all going all, distorted.
Test, he says.
How we sounding? You sounding good, TJ?
Hello?
Yeah, that's better. Cool. So we've got a question from Lakshay99 on Twitch. For label owners, managers, good tips for pushing your branding and label. Good tips of pushing your branding and label out there and increasing publicity interactions.
Peter?
What's sorry?
You've got a whole video.
Right, no, I wasn't.
Patreon, don't you?
Yeah, we can throw that one at you, Pete. For label owners or managers, good tips for pushing your branding and label out there and increasing publicity and interactions.
Right.
Yeah, go on, TJ.
Well, TJ
I
as
would
well.
say-
I don't know. Good. Go on, TJ. You can have a crack at it.
I'd say
everyone. Sorry.
in terms of getting your name out there, I think branding first is key. You need to have some sort of identity, whether that be a logo or some sort of character that people can make reference to of your label. And getting on all platforms, being on everything, as much attention as possible is the key, really. You need to make sure that the content's contextual to the platform. So if you've got a mix and you want to post on Instagram, then you get 1 minute clip of that mix and put it on Instagram, because you can only post a minute on there. Make sure that all the aspect ratios of all your posts are the right ones, because a lot of people will post certain posts on certain platforms and it doesn't look right. And really branding it, really like I'd make sure like all of your posts have logos. Like I'm bad for it, but you need to put all your logos on everything. Facebook paid, you need to go on ads 100%. Get on TikTok 100%. Like post on TikTok like 5 times a day if you can. Honestly, like I don't do it, but I know like the benefits of TikTok at the moment. I'm mad.
Do you not?
And just be honest.
Do you not think with TikTok? I just want to butt it in because I ain't got a fucking clue. I'm a bit. TikTok's not really my generation. But with TikTok, I find that the audience, even if you get like millions of views, they're like not engaging people. Like they don't give a fuck. Do you see what I mean? I think TikTok's such a broad.
But it's a million more views than you would have.
Yeah, and people will see your brand from that, like the raise awareness.
So the only
look
reason
at a little sound, for instance. Who's obviously her videos have popped off on TikTok. She's now built a massive kind of following.
The way I see it, Adam, as well. Let me interrupt. Cool. Yeah, no. TikTok. It might be 10, 11, 12, 13-year-olds younger. They might not interact now. When they go to their first drum and bass rave, and they're I remember that on TikTok from what. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's deeper than just.
From my experience, I found we put out a video. We sometimes make little meme videos. We haven't done it in ages, and it was just a goat drinking Corona and then dancing. Like it was just some clipped up videos. So I think there's a specific goat in Pakistan that like walks like this. Anyway, you put a D&B track on it.
Like what?
You got 4.5 million views on Facebook. And we got like 3,000 followers from like the Middle East, which there's no problem in that, but they don't engage with us. And I saw a massive drop in all our video reach, all our views, because obviously the algorithm's going to send that to the new people, and they're not engaging because they don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
so
that's
like,
interesting.
you got to be careful. Like for me, I'd rather take 1,000 dedicated, interested fans and 100,000 randomers, because they're the people that are going to engage. They're the people that are going to buy your products, etc. So I think 100%. There's definitely a mid ground. I don't know TikTok, bruv. So,
but it's like TikTok's it's not going to take away from you, is it?
Exactly.
No, it's like right. So like, can I say something? Because just about looking at the way that it would never take anything away from anything, is if one of your tunes got picked up, trended, or did whatever on TikTok, if you went to a label nowadays, and almost as a question to like, you got like, I run a label, but it's pretty like, we don't do loads of music, we do like minimal releases, and it does our thing. But
we just push stuff on
TikTok. If I said I've got no, but if I said like, oh yeah, I've got 2.5 million views on TikTok, and you were like, oh, let's hear one of your tunes, and you were like, look, I don't make tunes, but I'm a DJ, I want to start making tunes. Is that a credible reason for you as a label to turn around and say, let's invest in this person? Or would
really
you look at someone's stats?
Depends on the
label. Depends on the owner. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Some people will put, like, for me, I would definitely like put quality over someone's views. Like, I would like to think that anyway.
Yeah, of course.
There's going to be some people that.
So I was
going to jump on it and be like,
right, should we move on to the next question? Because there's loads more. Right,
next we keep on that. We've got to keep the conversation going.
Right, no, we've got to answer the
question. No, I was just going to say that I feel that like if people have success in that sort of way, say on TikTok or Instagram, for instance, that it starts to build something and they start to get involved in a scene that they maybe wouldn't have done before, and build from there. I'd say D&B All Stars is a good example of that. They started off as an Instagram posting page or whatever, and grew and grew and grew, and it kind of like the whole thing snowballed. And I think people's careers can work in that way if they do have like earlier on success.
I think to round that up, there's many routes to the same place. Like,
I'm going to give because you said good tips pushing the brand.
Yeah. Give your advice, Pete.
Look at what other people are doing. It's I know it's not necessarily stealing, but you want to look at what other brands are doing and see how you can implement that in your own way. People that you like, and that for me, I think works so well because you can see a path.
No such thing as an original idea. Take what other people have done, make it your own, but like learn from other people's mistakes. You got to. That's how people.
And memes as well. Memes.
And memes, yeah, memes is big. Right, next. This is a question from Stu Penny Giles McCallum.
Penny Giles.
It's Penny Giles.
That's Penny Giles, bro.
Big up, Penny Giles. Legend.
What's everyone's thoughts on how artists, productions involving in the scene? Also, cracking wallpaper, big up. Big up the
I have to say, suddenly, lovely wallpaper.
Sorry, what was the question again?
So what's everyone's
thoughts on how artist productions
evolving?
Thanks for that.
How they're evolving.
Do they mean like the sound, like?
The levels have jumped so high in the last like 5 years.
Mate, yeah, but you say that, but I think there's also a massive clash of people don't give a fuck about how well produced the sound is anymore. It's all about vibe. And like the idea of people making tunes that have to be to a certain level has dropped. I don't.
Do you not think
just
that?
I don't
kind of
agree.
hype
But
that, like,
do you
hype
listen to
that
stuff that was
100
released
on
like
that
5-10 years ago, even kids coming through there like 17, 18, there's now so many more really accomplished producers because the information is out there. They can find it on YouTube. It's all being spread around on Patreon and all the rest of it. This information was a dark art, 20 years ago. You know what I mean? And now,
I'm saying with this many more artists, you've got so many more people that want to be involved. So what you end up having is all these different, I don't necessarily think about this, but there's certain things which people talk about in bigger things and try and avoid it. But there's like different styles of DJ. You've got like bedroom DJ, producer DJ, TikTok DJ is now its own category of someone that does things like SoundCloud DJ, podcaster, radio
you can't hate
DJ,
on that.
whatever.
That's just how things are
And
moving.
no, it's not hating on it at all. But it's just saying that the level and the accessibility for everybody now to jump in and get involved. I mean, my brother's been making tunes for 3 months or 6 months or something now. He needs a lot of work. But one of his tunes has got like 10,000 plays because it's got exposure. It's gone to the right people.
How old is he? How old is he?
He's 18. And there's a lot that's technically, as someone who like studied music and went and did, actually studied it, there's a lot of stuff that's technically wrong with the tracks that if we went back 20 years ago and it was vinyl, it wouldn't make vinyl because it would blow up speakers.
I want to add
so when you're talking about this,
I want to add something to
there's
this
a lot
because
of a big difference nowadays.
Because it's something I want to add to that because it's something that I've noticed over lockdown especially, which is a bit different. But the fact now social media, back before social media, you needed a platform. You needed to go on a radio station. You needed to be put on a big label to get your stuff out there. Now, you don't need that. You just need a platform. And that's great for young people that find it difficult to do that. But it's also a downside. Did you not see how many, like for us, before the lockdown, Watershed was a live stream platform. And people came on, and our quality, I'd like to believe, was quite high. But then,
and now they just sell t-shirts.
Everyone is live streaming, and the quality is really like this. So I think there's a big downside as well to everyone having their own platform because there's none of that filtering, there's none of that sort of quality control. But I still think the skill's out there. I don't think the skill's gone down. The skill is just
basic economics, isn't it? When you get more people, more competitors, like qualities. There's so much different options.
Do you know what?
I think there's two sides.
Yeah, that's
to
it.
Really,
it's not necessarily negative. It's just a comment on the way that things.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get what your point, bro. 100%.
I think the standard has definitely improved in terms of production standards.
I'd say the top notch of production has increased by a massive level, but there's a level now. The entry level is not here; it's now here. Because I could set up a label tomorrow called Suck My Mum Records and it would be ready to go. And I'd have distribution gone within 15 minutes. And you can do that. And I could
free download, hype edit.
Boom. And you get number 1 on it. You've got a massive DJ following from TikTok. And all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. So, it's not necessarily a bad
thing. But at the same time, what about looking at it from a perspective like this is an amazing opportunity for loads of people to get involved in D&B now?
Oh no,
but that's the great thing about not having the gatekeepers there anymore has the benefits that more people can get in, and people will blow up off the back of themselves. Like they don't need a big record label. They don't need. It's still there to a degree, but you know what I mean. It has pros and cons.
Do you know what live streams have shown? And I'm not going to mention names. And
I think in general it's better.
But it's given an opportunity for these young artists to absolutely just fucking outshine massive. There's DJs that charge whatever for a set, which are getting 100 views, 50 views on a live stream, and then there's these younger people who have just absolutely shelled it online. And I just think it really shows it's great. I think there's
playing fields being leveled in that respect.
A lot of the young viewers don't care about the production quality. They want to hear music they like. They don't really care about the years before. They just want to enjoy their time.
Yeah. I think what's really interesting, and you were talking about this the other day, Pete, is the New Zealand thing at the moment. How you've got one headliner and then 15 DJs that have come up through the pandemic, or not necessarily all of them, but a lot of DJs that have got their careers off the back of TikTok, off the back of this, and they're like supporting Netsky or supporting Alex Perez and doing all of these types.
Fair play to him, though.
Now,
Big up them.
Fair play to them. So when we go back to the normal world, and you've got people like, you know, DJs trying to charge 300-400 quid, which are, you know, signed to Overview, like 4 or 5 EPs deep.
That costs you more than that, mate.
And I better up my feet. But
yeah. Speak to my agent.
Right.
Sorry, Mandy, did you have something to say on that as well?
Yeah.
Sorry,
I was just gonna say, like, going on from what Harvey was saying about, like, it's more about the vibe now. I think things like Hyped, they've like really opened up more opportunities for people to self-release their music. And when I go through the top 100 on there, not every tune might be, you know, technically perfect or produced as well as another, but people are looking for tunes that, you know, they can sing along to and stuff. Like, there's a lot of bootlegs on there.
Everyone's looking for something different in a tune, I think. And,
I think in general that peaked kind of like a few years ago. I think with, like, you know, that kind of noisier level production and you know, neurofunk at its peak, and it kind of has gone now the other way to, like you're saying, vibey productions like Foghorn, you know, that whole sort of genre is really like about that kind of thing. It's not the most technically well-produced music. No. I mean, you know, in some respect, some of it's a bit rough. It's a bit rough and ready. It's a bit rough and ready, and that's what is good about it.
The biggest tune,
people love rough and ready.
Right, guys.
The biggest tunes are always the best produced tunes. When you're talking about Foghorns, you want to talk about Benny L, like having one of the biggest tunes ever. The production quality in that tune is absolutely phenomenal. And like when you then listen to like some of the other Foghorn tunes that they make you stand to attention, you're like, that's it. Actually, it's the production quality still shines over things, and I think like you know,
people just
I
don't
definitely
working
don't
to
think
get there.
You can like sub-genreize it, but. Let's move on to the next question because
Adam's doing his best David Dimbleby over here. Come on, guys. This is question time right now. Let's move on. Everyone move on.
Let's try and keep it to like a minute a question. I know it's difficult.
Good question.
I thought this was supposed to be free and open, and we were supposed to be having you're putting time limits on it. Quick fire answer. Juno or Beatport?
Well, no.
Or Bandcamp?
Right, so someone's put Maxime T-Man, or big up the T-Man. Juno or Beatport? Even if we would all go to Bandcamp, if it was that possible.
Beatport, big up my Beatport. Big up Beatport. I love Beatport.
I like
Do you know what? I don't
Sorry, TJ.
I don't think there's a big population.
I use both of them, innit?
I don't think there's a big population.
It seems to be a split of Jump Up to Juno and like Minimal and like Euros on Beatport. I don't know what.
I buy a Juno.
Dance floor.
I think Beatport is the more professional looking. The bigger guys are going there. But when I heard
Juno, man.
Guys, last
I bought Bandcamp. It's friendly.
The reason Juno and Beatport, the figures are roughly similar, bro. There's not that much difference. You'd be surprised.
Really.
And the reason is, this is going back from the last question. There's so many new labels that are releasing on Juno rather than Beatport because it's cheaper. And there's so many younger people that are like.
I always found with Beatport though, it's always the more commercial stuff in the top 100. Whereas if you went to Juno, 100%. The stuff was a lot rawer sounding.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially with 140, like 140 on Beatport was American bro step, and you know, for me, before all this drum and bass got all massive for us, so I was a 140 DJ really, and. Juno all the way. Like I'd never get my shit.
But then, like Juno seems to be like the drum and bass is like some of the biggest selling stuff on the genre.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
Whereas like Beatport is all about their EDM and you know, house and all that sort of stuff as well.
And that's why it's a bigger flex when you get number one on Beatport.
Right, so I think Kenneth is replying to how to.
Although Bandcamp for the win though. I do love Bandcamp.
So Kenneth's answer to the to how to make your label out there is get hammered on podcasts. That's a good answer. We've got a question in from Jerry McCann. Does anyone know where my daughter is?
It was that German.
That's your mate, isn't it, Adam? That's your mate.
That's Adam. That's actually Adam. That's Adam's own secret account.
Who that is. Yeah, my secret account. Yeah. All right. So Sam Fuller. I mean, I quite like to answer this one, but how do you guys stay positive, open-minded during this pandemic? Any advice for people struggling with mental health? Ooh.
I mean,
I've been.
It's okay not to feel okay. Like you know, like we're not meant to be these like robust like resolute beings 100% of the time. You're allowed to feel shit, and you're allowed to stay in bed and eat fucking pick and mix all day. Well, not that I've ever done that, but
Dubs.
No, but I think that we're a year into this, right, and we're expected to behave and keep on working like nothing fucking happened. You know, my day job expected 100% I gave them.
No swearing, bed.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
You've got 10 minutes.
Yeah, you've only got 10 minutes.
Okay, anyway, but my day job expecting to give the 100% I gave them beforehand, and it's draining, and you feel drained, and sometimes I wouldn't say sink into that, but accept that it's a bad situation. You don't have to feel good all the time, and if you want to do things that might not be like particularly healthy that make you happy, fucking go for it. Play video game.
I would answer it on the other side of that. I agree with you, Ben. Like, not everything's all right, but for me, my lockdown's not been too bad, mainly because I've had a daughter, so that's obviously a big up, and I'm sure that's contributed massively. But I think running something that you're really passionate about, like Goatshed, I'm so busy that for me personally, I don't have time to think about how things are bad. I obviously do sometimes, and especially now, I think everyone is just at the end. Like, even me, where I feel I've been really blessed this lockdown to have so many healthy distractions. I just want to go to a pub. I can't stand being in anymore. So I think find something that you love and just focus on it, man.
I don't know what I would have done without music during lockdown. I've just been producing so much. Like, I honestly don't know what I would have done. I feel like I don't have anything else now. So I mean, for me, just sticking to your hobbies and staying in with something that you know is going to be a good route for you when everything else is going wrong.
I guess that could be difficult if someone's hobbies are like outside, though. I think we're lucky in that sense. We have that sort of internal hobby that we can do. Like, I spend my day at a laptop and I'm happy because I'm doing what I love.
I want to go on Ben's point as well. I want to expand on what Ben said before. It is 100% about not beating yourself up. Like, I think, and one thing that I realized, like, you need to, like, if you talk to other people, like, the Discord has saved so much evenings for me where I've been feeling shit. Bro, you just sit down and talk to people. Like, December, I literally didn't want to do nothing because I was so depressed about all the news and I didn't want to fucking believe it. And I was like, oh my god, bro, what's gonna happen? But you're human, like. You can't be 100% all the time, like, and it's all right to be, like Ben said, it's all right to like feel shit and that, but you do have to, I feel like there's a part of you that has to have a bit of faith. You do have to believe stuff's gonna get better.
How you frame it.
And you know what, we're gonna look at this time, we're gonna look back and look at the positive, all the people we've met online and whatever, and I think it will be done. Trust me, in 6 months, a year, whatever it's gonna be, it's gonna be a blip and everything's gonna be fine.
I think
we're gonna
eventually
look back and go, do you remember that fucking pandemic? That's fucking mad, wasn't it? And everything's gonna be cool. I firmly believe that.
Until global warming hits, obviously, and then
and then we all blow up.
This might seem a bit obvious, but I've started doing like yoga from home and meditation, and that's really helped me because I really like going to the gym. So having the gym taken away, that was like quite a big sacrifice. But just trying to pick up some like healthier habits and maybe focusing on like eating better, because I feel like if you're looking after your body, then that has a flow-on effect to how you feel in your mind.
100%. I was eating so shit, man. I felt so ill, and now that I'm eating a bit better, doing some work, just any exercise in the morning helps your brain, man. 100%. Right, that was nice.
Something that helped me quite a lot, just quickly, was setting individual goals. Whether it's something work related whilst I was at work, or whether I was, not working because I did lose my job and was sort of jobless for 6 months and stuff, so it was tough. But music, different things, even if it was get to level 10 on Final Fantasy or whatever, I set myself a goal.
Getting those dubs on Watershed, getting those dubs.
And when I achieved that goal, I was like, right, I'm going to have a zoo, or I'm going to have a drink, or I'm going to do this, and I'll look after myself.
It releases serotonin in your brain.
It releases serotonin, bro. Yeah, that's it. And like, I've done it, cool, I'll reward myself. And like, always keep going. Like, and remember, there's been times that you've missed out, and it's only been you that's missed out. But we're all in this together, and there's an element of just putting your head down and getting through this now. But knowing that everyone else is supporting you, and you can feel bad, like what you two are saying, you can behave and do whatever you want, and no one's going to tell you different. When your boss is telling you to work from home and have a 5-minute break, have 15 minutes because you need it. Don't worry about it and all that stuff. But yeah, it's just like the goal setting thing was something that, like you're saying, it does actually release serotonin when you're like, oh, I've done that now. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Boom, I'm going to eat some Smarties.
I'm going to get 10. I'm going to get 10 wins in Warzone tonight.
Yeah, that's it. Boom. Once I
I tell you what though. When Warzone come out, my partner struggled more than me because she obviously didn't see her friends. She's very sociable. And I was just like, I see my boys every night. Like, every night. Every night.
Inward banks.
But anyway, moving on.
If anyone's got questions as well, if anyone in the audience, please do keep the questions coming as well.
Yeah,
anyone you want to keep coming.
So it's been a pleasure chatting to you all. And I wish you a good evening. I do have to go though.
See you later.
Okay,
thank you for having me.
Appreciate
you. Sam.
Alpha now.
So yeah, big up Lakshay99 who said appreciate it guys when we asked his question about the label. Adam Henson says major link up. Yeah, I can back that. Danielle Ruddock, why are you called Goat Shed?
Adam's actually a goat farmer in his spare time. He actually runs a little farm just outside of Chichester.
That's because I can
he has at least 3 goats.
Because I can only grow a goatee. That's all I can grow. So I thought, cool, make something called the Goat Shed.
Rookie, Adam, rookie.
No, I'm joking.
Is that actually why? Is that actually why? Oh my god.
Why is it?
I swear you get asked this like every single. We did this last podcast and the podcast before. But tell it, go on, at least tell it. Go on, at least one more time.
If only Peter would stop talking. I was expecting some chuckles after that, not dead silence.
I can't do it.
All right, cool. Right,
Can you tell us why it's called Goat Shed?
Okay.
Adam has this little goat farm outside of Chichester. He has about 3 goats.
So honestly, it's nothing really exciting. It's all to do with
alpaca.
It's all to do with my Xbox gamer tag. Really, I had to change. I had to change my gamer tag because Xbox made me, and it was something to do with goats. I blazed your goat. It's long, and then anyway, years later, I was at uni working at a bar, and I saw people like KSI and all these like YouTubers get real rich off YouTube, and I'm like, I'm a mug. Why am I working? And these people are making millions. So I was like, I want to start a YouTube channel. I love my gaming. I'm gonna do gaming, and so I fucking started it all up. Was doing like my fucking like no scope headshots and Halo and shit. And then but I was a DJ, and I thought, okay, how can I do my channel, which is called like something Goat? How can I like do music? And I thought Goat. We could get like a wooden backdrop and we can call it the Goat Shed. And that was always like a side hustle. And then after doing like a couple of gaming videos, I realised I just wasn't like that.
Good enough.
Games. Oh no, I just wasn't geeky enough about games to like sit there and talk about them. It wasn't me. And so I quit that side of it pretty quickly. But the Goat Shed, the idea just kind of catalyst in my brain like a snowball, and I had all these big ideas. And I remember I was asking people, how do I build a shed? How do I do this? My granddad come down from London. I bought loads of wood from B&Q. We nailed together like a third of a shed in my dining room with Julian, who now runs the Bristol Goat Shed. And we originally started off just getting a phone and filming it, putting it on YouTube, and then Facebook Live came out like a few months later, like perfect timing, and now it's called
the rest is history.
Now it's called the Goat Shed. Like, I don't love goats, I don't ride goats, I don't own goats. It's just.
Are you sure that's not why you got all their Middle Eastern followers? Because you like goats, bro?
Well, this is it. I think they liked my page, thinking, "Oh, this is sick," and then it wasn't.
We love
sick.
goats.
So there we are, Daniel. That's why it's called Goat Shed. But do you know what? I think it's paid off because it's so different and weird. People remember it. But there we are.
Are you gonna do it like another sort of like any sort of animal? Do the horse shed or cat shed or something? I don't know. Maybe like a spin-off.
I'm gonna start one called the Pigeon Bunker.
The Pigeon Bunker. Oh yeah. Oh, this will go into our story. Right. So Sam Fuller has asked.
Picturing some Nazi pigeons or something.
Why don't bricks roll?
Because they're square.
Jesus Christ!
DJ Hazard doesn't allow them to roll. That's why.
Sorry.
Question answered.
Surely bricks are rectangles.
Against the law.
Mate, you know that sample just before the drop in Bricks Don't Roll? Do you realise I think that's Mariah Carey singing, and someone found the sample like a couple months ago.
Oh, now you've said that, it sounds like
Mariah Carey. How does the sample go? How does the sample go?
Nasally sort of.
I'm not gonna do it for you, Pete.
How does the sample go?
You already know how it goes. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, that. Oh, right. Okay.
Exactly.
Remember?
I thought that was Mariah Carey. Yeah, I did.
So Dean
the vocal in the tune underneath that me and Hadley did, interesting fact time, is by Bjorn.
What Bjorn? What?
By Bjorn.
Is it Bjorn or Bjork?
Bjork.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Well, she's singing in it.
The Who Knows is.
But don't tell her. Don't say that. Don't say that live in public. We have the copyright police after us.
So, Dean Cullen.
Bjork, if you're watching that, nothing. We didn't say anything. We didn't say anything.
Dean Cullen has asked.
You've gone red, mate. Sorry, I didn't need to do that.
When can we swear? Now.
3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Dean, are you joining us, Dean? I thought Dean was joining us.
Wait, how can someone have a Mariah Carey sample and then you have a go at me for using Bjork and pitching it down?
I didn't release that. We need to clear all our samples, you know.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Next question.
CC me in.
Mo Tohar says Ben is.
I should put featuring Bjork in the track. That'll be right.
Mo Tohar said Ben is 100% right when he was speaking about mental health. We've got a question.
Ben is 100% right about everything all the time. There you go. Big up.
Carly.
You should know how that feels, Peter.
Sorry, what's going on? Emma asked if I wanted a cup of tea. Emma, I would love a cup of tea, actually.
Carly Greenwood. When do you reckon Raves will be back? And what sort of lineup do you reckon you'll be seeing? Will it be a mixture of old and new names that have come through during the pandemic? Who wants to answer that one?
So, I think
Ben.
I want to answer the first bit because I have been reading the news because I'm square.
That reliable source
of information. The last couple of days.
Very reliable.
Well, there's two ways to look at this, right? The CDC, or no, John Hopkins predict that social distancing will end totally by 2022. Where by that point the virus will have mutated into the flu cycle, and we'll just be able to carry on like normal, like Spanish flu and regular flu. It'll just join and we'll go back to how we were. The government themselves say that with rapid flow testing and vaccines, that we can have like actual nightclubs back on by April, May, June, July sort of time, which seems optimistic, but that's how it be.
Yeah,
that's why they said July. They said July, wasn't
it?
I
think.
Yeah.
Stop over talking. One person. So Pete, do you want to answer? Go next.
July,
you reckon? Mandy?
July.
Like proper events. I think we'll have sit-down events in April again. Is that the question?
No.
Oh, yeah. And I think like proper events maybe August, September.
Decent. TJ, what you reckon, mate?
Yeah.
You know, so last time, if you asked me this question like 2 weeks ago, maybe or whatever, I would have said 2022. Yeah, but this is my honest opinion from working outside in hospitality, speaking to older people, seeing how many people I know that like have got the vaccine, like young people have got it. Mate, this vaccine is going out quick, mate. Like, I put my hands up. I never thought it would go out this quickly. And like the other day, my mate said that he got the vaccine, and then his parents got a text saying, if you come to the hospital in the next 15 minutes, we have 2 vaccines for you. And they literally just went straight away. I was like,
wow.
What? Like they're texting people saying, come get a vaccine, because I think they can't store it because of the temperature or whatever. So I can believe, like, I can believe summertime. I can believe
Hello, Dean.
Hi.
I
hope so. Testings at entrance. I hope
so. I just
test.
Hold on.
I just don't want to get our hopes up too much in some respects as well. Like that's the issue.
Do you know what?
What about you, Mr. What about you, Mr. Sudley? You actually work in events. You got any opinions on this?
I mean, the plan was if things are kind of a bit better in April, we were going to start trying to do sit down events again. But they've actually started. They've got like a person in Bristol on the Bristol Council now, who's entirely responsible for like delegating as to when like events can physically come back. And that's different in every city. They've got a really weird word at the start of their name. It's like a czar, like a C.
Czar.
They're like the event czar. Yeah, it's something weird like that. That's like the name.
Communists are taking over.
Yeah, it might not be. Yeah, but basically, we're looking for April time.
Really, you
We're
actually.
trying on, yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
No, go on, bro.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's really up to the government, but it will be done. What we believe it's going to be done like a city basis, and that will be up to the local councils after the government are given like the overall, like the okay for people to put events back on. It's then going to be down to the cities individually to decide
How many cases they've got.
Yeah, exactly. And we're hoping that we can do something sit down again in April, and then do the Trinity Centre label nights with 1985 and extra records, that kind of thing, and probably September time is what we're guessing. Yeah, an overview potentially. We'll see.
Yeah. So
yeah, April time's looking good.
Goast and Pick a Mix. We'll do a big link up.
Big old link up.
Right.
Yeah. So
definitely the Discord event. We should do a Discord event.
So yeah, I reckon. I was saying last year, mate, things weren't going to go back to normal till like September, October this year. I think it'll be the same. I think social distancing events will come in the next few months, depending on when. And I think we could potentially see our first normal events in September, October. But I think they may be taken away from us again come winter for at least this year. And then I think things will then go back to normal, sort of maybe this time next year. I think that's the timeline we're looking at, really. But I don't know. I'm not a fucking scientist. I don't really watch the news anymore. That's another point about trying to keep positive. Turn the fucking TV off, man. Honestly.
Yeah. But yeah, just quickly, like I for me, I'm quite optimistic. But the only thing that potentially worries me is it's up to us lot whether we take the vaccine, and it's up to you to do it. And like for me, like as soon as I'm offered the chance to, of course, I'm going to go and take the vaccine. I want to go and get back to work, and obviously it's not up to me to tell people to go and take it. But if you turn that down, all you're essentially doing is, slowing down the time it takes us to get back to normality, because this is the thing that's potentially going to stop us from doing it.
Yeah,
and seeing the amount of
autism
stuff everywhere about it.
Yeah, but what about Bill Gates? Mind control.
No, I'm not going there.
Exactly. And like, whatever you want to believe.
No, I should.
It's not for anyone to.
Everyone, should we say have a big hello to Mr. Engage Audio?
Dean's here.
Mr.
If everyone doesn't know,
It looks like he's having. Are you having your dinner? Or was that a knife in your hand?
Quickly come up. I wanted to just jump in and say we're hoping to be back in April, seated in London, hopefully.
Oh,
so
there you go.
Yeah.
We got Bristol and London both saying sit down events. April is the plan.
London, North London.
Well, it's my birthday. It's my birthday in April.
Of course.
I might have to come to one of those April London events, Dean.
You will be, mate. I think Pete.
Yeah, I need to go to one.
Mate. Mate. Well, actually, I went. The two sit-down events I actually went to. I did go to the guys doing it, the Cause, and the guys in Bristol as well, High Rise, and two. Like honestly, considering everything that's been going on, some fantastic best events I've been to. In the country doing it. Like
both smashed it.
Both smashed it, man. Considering everything.
The vibe in Tottenham's like really, really special. Like there's something about that. But High Rise, like, yeah, you guys smashed it. The vibe, like, it just feels like a Bristol event. Like you just feel like you're in Bristol, sat in the garden, like having the right laugh, and you just can't go inside.
Yes.
It was a good fun, wasn't it? It was jokes. It was a lot of fun.
Will not be doing sit-down events in Southampton. The council is Tory, and they are like no noise, no talking, like literally. And so it's just not worth it. So I think, like what Ed was saying, it depends on the city and depends how they want to enforce. Like it's their interpretation of the law, really, and how they want to enforce it, I guess. So
we did forget the other part of that question was actually on lineups as well. What does anyone think? Do you think it's going to be more mixed lineups, or?
I mean, Goat Shed's a mixed brand. Like I want to be booking a jump up head, a roller, a deep person, a liquid person. That's what I want to be booking. I want it to be
because we've got options now.
Yeah,
but there's so many newcomers.
But That's us. Like, obviously,
there's gonna be bare newcomers on bare lineups. Bare old heads are gonna be so sour. I can't wait.
I think for me,
it's gonna be like that. Yeah.
Big older person get a Facebook post. I don't get why these people that have been in the scene for a couple of years.
Okay, boomer.
I can't wait. I'd say loads of females on lineups. It's gonna be so good. I think.
I think.
Women, I tell you what, that's another big point I want to say actually about women in drum and bass. I think have had a fantastic year. Like 2020 has been the year, I think, of women in D&B pushing through in a massive way. And it's been a real breakout year. Really great to see. I'm going to give that out.
Great. It's actually really great to see a lot of the people that was on the first Stay at Home Festival now doing so well. Look at something smashing it. I think it's definitely a good time for these sort of mixed lineups and seeing a fresh effect.
You know what's
but there's still going to be the old classics. Everyone still wants to see all the people they used to want to see. I just think they want to see. I think honestly, if you look at that, I think there's going to be more. I think there's going to be more D&B, more events, more.
I think there's going to be a disgusting amount of events, to be honest, when things come back.
I reckon
it's going to be so saturated.
It's going to be saturated. It's going to be
so saturated. Bristol, we're lucky in a sense that there's only about 5 places where you can do big events, because if there were more, then the amount of competition in the city would be absolutely
Bristol, mate.
ridiculous.
But Bristol's crazy as it is, in terms of like, you go there and you have like 7 or 8 D&B nights on like any given weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see, that point of that saturation, whether or not, like you're saying, it's going to be too much and there's going to be too many nights on, or whether because people haven't, I think at least for a month or two, because people haven't had events, there are going to be so many more people out. Like there usually would be. Do you know what I mean?
It was exactly the same with the sit-down events, because we found that interest, because obviously there was a large period of time where there was nothing. When sit-down events started, basically we found that there was just a huge amount of interest for the first like 6 to 8 weeks. Like the first like 20 events we did at High Rise, there was a huge amount of interest. But then, like with anything, it just gradually tailed off. And then, even though we were in a pandemic, we started to find it like a lot harder to actually be able to sell all the tickets that we needed to like start making a profit and stuff like that. And that's not because the events were getting worse. In some ways, the events were getting better, in my opinion. It was just the fact that as we work as human beings, interest started to level off after a while, because it's in some ways it's the same thing.
You go back to normal and
everyone's going, I can't wait for events to come back. Everyone's going to not take it for granted. Give it fucking 4 weeks. Everyone will go
4 weeks. 4 weeks. Do you want to go on a Thursday? Nah.
Oh yeah,
I've got work tomorrow.
Dean, you look like you got something to say, mate.
Well, I don't know. For us, more it was like just put on the ones that people want to see. People turn up. It did kind of tail off, I thought, a little bit, but we just wanted it. Like we didn't even want to do it at first. It took us like 3 months to try and decide whether a seated event was the right thing to do. Do you know what I mean?
Same. Yeah.
So a lot of stuff you have to think about.
And I think actually, like we all looked at it and go, we'll never do that. And then I think maybe there was a few months we could have all been doing that for a longer time. But, oh well.
But we started seeing a pattern in Bristol, and that's why we did it like quite quickly in London after we saw that.
Big up High Rise.
Setting trends.
Like 3 months of discussions, and it was like, do we really want to be those guys pushing?
I honestly think High Rise.
Well, there was all that fear as well, because obviously the government came in with the whole like sound regulations and stuff, and I think that was a really confusing time. Like
when I was putting seated events, the owner of the club was like, you have to tell. I had to get on the mic and tell people to stop shouting, and I was just thinking in my head, why am I doing this? Why am I putting my brand on this? And it was like, that's why I said I'm not doing it in Southampton anymore. But I was doing these events where I was so strict, and I was looking at Bristol, Brighton, Manchester. Everyone's just raving. No one gives a fuck. So
no. To be fair, Brighton wasn't like that. Where the Volks, they were really.
You could have
No. They wouldn't for a few months. Not compared to London and Bristol, and especially Bristol. I'm not being funny, but Bristol
was locked down, mate.
Well, that's what I mean. Like different places, different areas. It depends. I think it depends on it depends on the police force, it depends on the council, it depends on where the venue is as well.
Yeah.
Like if it is,
we're really lucky with our. We're really lucky with
I
our
think
venue.
we can all say.
Yeah, because that's the thing with high rise. You were quite a way out of people. Same with the cause as well.
We were next, to, a
we were
next to a motorway, so like we were calm. It was brilliant, and we had a really good relationship with the police.
I think we can say between high rise and Engage Audio, they were like the pioneering events. I think of lockdown.
We had to get t-shirts made up.
Thank you very much.
Sit the fuck down. Yeah, mate, I got a sign made, going, please shut up, don't spoil it. But anyway, should we move on to the next question? This is from Dan Raymer, who's high frequency. Sit with that tune in, dub pack, sign up, Patreon. Do you think that the pandemic will help or hinder the careers of some? Both, man.
Oh,
I think both.
Right. So kind of to answer a little bit about the previous question as well. With the lineups, right? Are we going to see? And TJ, you mentioned it, yeah. You we're going to see all these newcomers coming through, right? So is a newcomer a DJ that's gone and bought a setup? No, I agree with you. They would be headlining, but they might be on lineups now. Whereas you've got people that have potentially been releasing for a year, haven't done streams during lockdown. Might be on some of the up and coming labels, which would, in my eyes, is what I'd consider an up and comer because they're making music. But I think that's going to flip on its head. You're going to have a load of people that are up and comers and now just going to be, or not just going to be, but are going to predominantly be DJs as opposed to producers because of the lockdown. And then your headline slots will be fit for the people that mix their own tunes. But I don't know.
Have you seen a massive uprise?
I think it's all subjective, really.
If you look at sort of the scene 2 years ago before live streaming, you had to be unless very rarely was a DJ like a bookable person. It was all producers. And then now, if you look at the era of the live streams, where you got your indicas and your banners and your whatevers. I think now, because of how things are structured, it's now actually credible to just be a DJ now. I've been seeing loads of DJs getting booking agents, and they're just DJs, they're not producers.
Yeah.
So I think it's actually maybe a golden age, going back to what it used to be back in the the boomer days.
Back in the day, back in the 90s.
Where DJs now maybe have a platform. But I think once events come back and maybe the live streaming isn't the most, front line contact people have with music, I think maybe things will start. The DJing thing might drop off again, and it'll go back to. I think things will go back to normal. Things always do.
We need to talk about money as well, though, because if you want to talk about producers, we get paid fuck all for our tunes, right?
Yeah.
People moaning about paying 99p for a tune is absolutely ridiculous because vinyls used to be 30 quid. Like what? Yes, we get our money from sets. So if you give all of that power over to the DJs, that will be cheaper than people that are trying to pay for their production. So you give 100 quid fees to people that are going to step up and do that, secondary slot.
Well,
producers are going to stop losing money. Now, although we've got
I think that's always been a problem.
I think at the end of the day, mate. At the end of the day, as a promoter, you're booking, you're booking people.
You know who you're gonna
to sell tickets, and that's it. Whether you're a producer or a DJ, if a DJ who's just a DJ is gonna sell me fucking 50 tickets, then I'll pay them to fucking do that. And obviously, as a producer, you have your sound and you have the people you want to book and you're going through whatever. But at the end of the day, you're not gonna pay for someone who isn't gonna return, lose your money.
Sell the tickets.
Maybe it has changed because now there's, like you're saying, with the rise of live streaming, something like TikTok, there's more ways for people to get out there more so than they were to actually build a brand and be able to build a name for themselves. Because it has been producers for the last 10 years, really.
Yeah.
And that's
my main question is why are the older generation taking advantage? Serum, for example, his Facebook, he's been posting more on Facebook, I've noticed, over the last 6 months. Perfect example of how you.
He's on TikTok as well.
It's just like a podcast as well, isn't it?
I feel like it's a case of getting jumping on the wave more so than envying younger people for the increase.
Oh yeah.
You got with
that. TJ, you got to remember, 100%. They come from an age when go on.
We'd normally have something tangible to go on as to why you should book a producer. It's I sold out this club, I played in between these two DJs, I did this, I did that. But when you look at streaming figures as the only tangible way to essentially rank all of your DJs or producers and who should we book, this guy's got 1 million streams on TikTok and 500,000 followers on Instagram or whatever over a producer, or like, how does it? Because like there's been a year and a half without any.
That's without any hits.
But I
Just
feel
like
like
promoter,
that
ultimately.
will
Yeah,
level out.
people
Look, what
complain.
will happen once producers start?
No, Adam,
doing
shut
it-
up.
I am the captain now.
Once,
I am the captain now.
once things go back to normal, like booking agents will quickly realise who makes, the real stats of everything.
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
think at the moment, live streams are all we've got to go on. There isn't another.
Yeah, that's what I'm
medium.
saying.
No, there's still record sales. There's
But that's
still
what I'm
people
saying.
still selling
Yeah.
music. Like
Yeah, but
Yeah, I
but-
guess
but-
that's
but
true.
record sales have been up in
Yeah, but
2020.
But promoters don't look at record sales. I don't have the
Yeah, they do.
statistics
Yeah.
of who's.
No, they don't
buying
look
Yeah,
at
they
record sales, but
do.
they go, "Oh,
They
so and
put
so,
it at the top.
so and so's
As a
been number
promoter,
one."
Yeah, but you got to look at.
Yeah,
people-
no, we got a promoter here. Who's going to give an opinion?
Yeah, but the people who are getting number ones are also the people getting high
Yeah,
streams.
Sudley, give your opinion.
Adam, not
Yeah.
your
What are you
time.
gonna, what are you going to say, Sudley?
I feel like as a promoter, you like, whilst Harvey's right, like there should always be like an element of like looking at an artist as like a whole package. Like, can they produce and can they also shell down a set? But as a promoter, you're always going to be looking at what's going to make you ultimately the most profit from an event. And
It's a business.
Like, it is a business. It's a full business. And although I'm a producer myself, so I can see both sides of the story, but ultimately you're going to look at previous events you've done or other people have done. You're like, okay, that person's sold, and you're not really going to look at like what they've released this year. You should have a knowledge of what they have released this year, because if not, then you're a plastic D&B fan, and you shouldn't really be doing it in the first place. You should have a knowledge of what they've released in order to book them. If you want to be like a complete package and a wholesome entity, but at the end of the day, you're going to book someone who's going to bring heads through that door, and that's always what it's going to be about, and that's always what club promoting and festival promoting is always going to be about. And it just boils down to that, which is a bit shit.
Because an event can you could make one wrong judgment, and an event won't sell half its tickets, and you've suddenly lost loads of money. So it's so imperative that you.
Yeah.
I think you look at the sound you want to go for, and you look within that pool, and you go, right, who in this sound's going to make me money? And then you look at the mid slots and the warm up slots, and that's where you kind of get in the people.
I mean, it depends on what you want to do. That I mean, I've done events where I know that I'm going to lose money. Like, I've gone at it with
of course.
Same as that.
I just want to do it because I want to do it. Like, or
I think
but then I think it's
a
that
label,
balance.
it's different, isn't it?
It's that balance. It's that balancing between doing something that is artistically credible, or you feel that you should put a DJ on because you know that they're really good, even though they haven't got all the stats behind them, because you know that. That's going to be a really positive thing for the crowd, and it depends on what perspective you want to go at it from a promoter's way, and that's where I think the balance comes into it, to doing some stuff for yourself or for
I think you agree,
credibility
you don't wanna,
to
you
then.
don't want to make a loss.
You don't. Yeah, it's
No,
hard.
but it's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine to make a
It is
loss.
fine
We've done
to,
it
but
so
you don't
many
wanna
times.
always
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it. You don't want to.
No, but if you benefit your you can benefit
TJ,
your
your
brand in so
mic's
many
really
other
quiet.
ways.
So maybe
Is it
'cause I think-
quiet?
It's all right.
Yeah, only because I think people are talking over you because they can't hear you.
Sorry, man.
No, that's cool. Go on. Sadly, was speaking.
Yeah. So basically, the thing is you can always, you obviously always want to make money from events, but it's good to see a brand as something. It's like an investment. Like we've done events at High Rise where we've known fully well in advance it's not a money maker, but that's normally because we've gone out of our way with the actual production of the events, and we've gone out of our way with the acts we've booked. We've done it so many times where we've been like, we're not going to make money off this. However, we've got Break Skeptical on a basketball court in the middle of Bristol. Like, come on. Like, of course we're not going to make money, but it's sick.
Because you have to talk about that, because like you say, you have to make losses in order to grow brands and
it's
see
investment.
money come back in the future. Exactly.
Looking at the
Money's
bigger
gonna come
picture.
back in future, 100%.
Yeah, and we've done that multiple times, and it happens sometimes. So it's not a good idea, in my opinion, to look at things as must make a profit, because it's just investment at the end of the day. I'm sure TJ, you've done releases which
Especially with music.
maybe
I wasn't giving the opinion that you have to do it for profit. I'm just saying to Pete, obviously I thought he was making the point of making a loss and then trying to say it's all right to make a loss.
Yeah.
I think you can.
Feel
I think any
it is-
promoter who's cut their teeth doing it usually has made a loss on the first few events or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't like to say.
It's more for like naive kids that think they can just do events and it's like.
There've been 5 a.m. phone calls to mum before. They have happened.
Yeah.
I tell you what, we did have another question here, which is leading on a little bit because someone has asked who is your top 3 producers at the moment. So I want to go a little like countdown of like who top 3 producers from people I think that should be getting booked at the events when they come back.
Can I say one?
Go on.
I really fuck with Nick a lot recently.
Oh,
he's
yes.
I love Nick a lot, mate. Everything he makes is so fucking sick. He's so
I've got one.
Go on.
Dan Structure.
Dan Structure. Yes.
Big up Danny.
Big up for Dan. Anyone else? Anyone else got
a...
Suddenly.
Suddenly. Will be
big up Suddenly. Big up Suddenly.
I want to see Clinical and a lot more lineups.
Yeah, man, me too.
Coming through.
Yeah,
Big
up Clinical. Big up Dan.
He should be playing so much more than he has done in the past. Like I've seen him play quite a few times. He's always.
He had a tour to Australia and New Zealand. Like he's already. I know what you mean.
Yeah. Generally speaking, he should be getting booked all the time. That man, his sets are amazing.
He's really good.
In Bristol as well.
Molecular. Raph has been absolutely killing it lately.
I'm gonna get him down
and Hadley as well.
Definitely.
Hadley and
Hadley's been smashing it. He's been really smashing it for me. So
we got a question.
I want to change Gyrofield as well. I'm gonna go with one of my producers. I know that she's mixing and stuff at the moment, and she is a phenomenal producer. Oh, careful, Hadley.
What about you, Mandy? Who are you feeling?
Val, I think like his sound has really progressed a lot, and I loved his last EP overview.
Who? Sorry.
Val.
Oh yeah, big up Mike. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Killer producer.
2 seconds,
Dean?
guys. I'll be right back.
Dean.
I am gonna have to love you and leave you because I've got dinner ready.
Wrestlick.
So.
Yeah.
Wrestlick.
Minimal weight.
Yeah. Wait, Adam, I'm off. My dinner's ready, so I'll see you guys in a bit.
See you later.
Was it getting chucked to you? Was it getting chucked to you there for a minute? Suddenly, I thought it was like. Oh.
Yeah. So we've got a question from Kenneth O'Regan. Did any of you catch that meme where they suggested passing around a broken screened iPhone 4 with lines of vaccine on it around clubs to ensure that all the crusties take it?
I'm not being funny. In the vaccine I would do it by the kilo.
Maybe that is what they need to do to get people like that to take it. They'll be like,
I think that
the vaccine will get you fucked.
That is the end of the questions, apart from random rabblings from Taylor and Wings and Ben.
Hello.
Envy.
Big up the crew.
I think Envy as well deserves to have a big shout out for producers. Top 3 producers to watch. Definitely.
Jean-Luc.
There's a guy called Elder. He's a young guy from Norwich. He's sick.
Okay, yeah, big up to Elder. There we go.
Norwich has got like really great producers in it.
Norwich
it's like a nowhere town.
Norwich.
What do you mean it's a nowhere town? Alan Partridge is from Norwich, mate.
But Volatile Cycle is
TI
and Upgrade and Limited, yeah. Well, Norwich, I think Norwich and Ipswich historically, like that neck of the woods, does have like a strong drum and bass kind of like history. So it's obviously still there. Yeah. I don't ask me why I know that, but I know
Peter
that.
Overview, mate. You know everything.
I have to know everything.
Right, guys. Moving on to the next segment of the show.
Well, that's been fun. That was question time, guys. Thank you very much for all your shows. For your questions.
That was good. Right, so I want to go. We've decided to go with. So with this podcast, me and Pete have no idea what the fuck we're doing. Right, I can swear that. So we've decided to try segments out each show. I mean, mix and match them. And we're just going to see what works. So this time we thought we could do something called story time, where we can all tell a story from a rave, any story, it don't matter. But maybe the people in the Facebook chat want to hear it. So we can start with Ben. Tell us a story.
Ben. Tell us a story, Ben. We want a good rave story. We want a good rave story. We got any good rave stories? Rave tales.
Rave story.
I'm a boomer.
Or I was gonna say, well, Dean, have you got any? What's a good story from the Engage sit down events?
Dean, do you remember when you pulled me out of a fucking bar fight and my nose busted, my artery broken? Do you remember that?
Rings a bell.
He did what? Sorry.
That was there was a big bar. So I'll go first.
Southampton, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Southampton. It was St Albans.
You got in a bar fight.
So no. So we was in a Weatherspoons, but it was one of those Lloyd's ones where you had music.
Oh, you love a Weatherspoons, mate. You love.
I did back then, and we was having some big bar fight happen. Yeah, like it was mad. People were throwing. It was like 100-man fighting, and I was like, I ain't having none of this. And then I see two of my mates in the middle of it, and because I'm loyal, I'm like, I've got to go rescue them. So I've gone in, fucking having a scrap, and I just felt this pop. And that was it, just this pop, no pain. And I was like, whatever. And then I just felt my t-shirt wet. And I looked down, it was literally just red, soaked red. I was like, what's coming on? And I see Dean's arm come in, grab me out. I was like, you're right. I'm like, yeah, why? He's like, bruv, your nose is like fucking like that. Fucking, apparently someone threw a bottle into the crowd and the end of the bottle smashed me in the nose. But yeah, Dean rescued me. I remember coming out seeing the police and I was like, they didn't give a shit. Yeah, it was at Lloyd's in St Albans, but anyway, I went to got chicken. I think the blood was dripping in the chips at one point.
Tomato sauce.
And but anyway, I went to work for a few days, and then I cleared my throat, and this big black blood clot come out, and my nose just went bang. But anyway, long story short, I ended up in a hospital for a week with a ruptured artery, and I had to fucking fix on my nose and shit. Yeah, it was pretty nuts. But I just remember Dean rescuing me. You don't even remember it, do you?
Sick. Not really, mate. my days are hazy, mate. Them St Albans alcohol-fueled days.
It was you and Lee Cullen.
Eh?
You and Lee Cullen.
Oh, my brother, yeah.
No, not Lee Cullen. Lee Cheney.
Lee Cheney.
That's it. Yeah.
I was going to say, if I could have anyone backing my back in a fight, it would probably be you, Dean. To be honest.
Yeah, he's a solid boy. Anyway, sorry, I kind of corrupted Ben's story, mate. Come on.
No, you gave us a good story there. I liked it.
My story.
It was good.
Who cares?
What story do you have, Ben? Do you have any rave stories? Does anyone have any rave stories? I don't know.
I have a story.
I'm trying to think.
No. Mandy's got a story.
Go on, Mandy. Going for story time.
So this was back in Adelaide when Paul Inside Info came to play, and he came back to one of my friend Rose's house for the after party. And Rose and another one of my friends got stuck in the toilet. Like her door was faulty and it just wouldn't open. So Paul had to run down the corridor and kick the door in and put a massive hole in the door. And then you just see my two friends crawling out of this little hole in the door. We actually have a video of it and put it up on Facebook.
Is it still there?
Yeah,
is it still there?
Yeah, it's somewhere on Facebook. If it comes up on my memories, when it does come up, I'll share it.
That's hilarious. So Paul Inside Info kicked the door in.
He's a very strong man.
Go on, TJ. I know you've got stories.
TJ's itching. I got stories, man. I got stories.
I ain't even got stories like that. I can't lie, bro. I've got there's stories where it's there's a reason I don't like Volks.
Oh, go on. Tell her.
I remember. There's a couple of reasons I don't like Volks, but at the same time, I love it. Well,
I think that's everyone's relationship with the club.
I was 17 or 18. I think I was 17 or 18, and I had 11 to 12 set on a Saturday. And if you live in London and you go to Brighton on Saturday, you know that last train is literally 10 past 12. And if you don't get that one, you're in Brighton till 7 o'clock.
5, yeah, 5.
On Sunday, there might not even be trains on a Sunday, so you have to get a bus to Haywards Heath or something, and it's mad. So in my head, I was going. This is when I used to go back to back with my mate JP. So we was room 2. Obviously, room 2 there is loud as fuck anyway, so my ears are fucked. And I remember just saying to him bro, I'm going. I gotta go. He's like, what do you mean? I thought we were staying. I said, nah, I want to go home in it. I need to make sure I get this. So I've left 5 minutes earlier than 12. So I've got 15 minutes to get there. Yeah, I've literally run all the way. You know how that hill is to run from Volks to the station. It's you can run it in 7 minutes if you're fit. You can do it
straight uphill.
I used to do it all the time. Yeah. So I've done that. I've made it. Like I ain't paying for my train ticket, so I've done that. Like I used to hate paying for Brits for a train. Like,
yeah, mate, bruv, who didn't bug trains?
So cool. I'm on the train, yeah. I'm like wicked, bruv. I fall asleep on the train.
Oh no.
I wake up at East Croydon. I wake up at East Croydon where I need to get off. I'm like, oh shit. The door's closed, literally right in front of me. Yeah. I was like. The next stop was like an hour and a half away, and I had to stay there until like 7 o'clock.
Oh no.
I had to sleep in the train station.
That's that proper tragic feeling, isn't it?
I was so fucking mad. I wish I stayed in Brighton.
I have done it before, where you've fallen asleep on that train from Brighton to London, and you just can't. You just keep on going back and forth, like.
I was pissed.
Right.
I was pissed.
Who's next? Story time.
Let's have a go.
Go on, Bim.
So one time after the last German Bass Arena Awards, they had their parties at the Electric Brixton Academy. And I fell asleep in an after party, and I woke up, and Charlie Brake was just right next to me. I was just like, I fell asleep on the sofa with my arms crossed, and I was like, oh, what, fucking there's Charlie Brake. And then he wouldn't tell me how he got his drums so crispy.
Reveal your secrets.
Like, how do you get those drums so crispy?
How dare
you?
Dean, your go.
I've got loads. What type of?
What about when you corrupted my fucking staff member, you prick?
Do we want? Hey, what?
You know what I'm talking about.
Do what?
When you corrupted Sean, my fucking.
Oh, that one's not bad. I mean, that's all right. We could go down that route. There's I've got one related to a train. I've got one related to tripping someone out in the garden.
Trains seem to be a subject tonight, so why don't we go down the train route?
So a train one. Anyone that's been Fabric will know that train station after.
Farringdon.
Literally. You get like a crowd of people, like 40 people outside there waiting for the train to come in now. We're all standing there and the barriers are shut, right? And there's one little security guard sitting in his little booth, yeah? We're all lined up.
Spend context, mate. Djkit.
We're all lined up. How do we get in here? So one of us has gone up to the guy and just said, you gonna open the barriers? And he was like, nah, I'm not gonna open them. And we was like, all right. And he's like, but you know, I'm not looking, I'm not watching what you're doing. And I was like, all right, you're not watching? He's like, no. So he just turned around, and like, every single person just banged straight through the barriers. About 50 people jumping over these barriers. And the geezer just let us do it, basically. Jumped in, got on the train, happy days.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't give a fuck, do they?
PFL. Do you know what I found out though? So my mate told me that a lot of the staff members for like transport companies, they ain't covered on insurance for like getting hit from public, so they'd rather not get involved in anything.
Yeah, even if I was insured, like fuck that.
No, because a lot of the company will like just get you sorted out, innit? They won't even bother.
Dickheads.
Yeah, so just get drunk and act shit towards public transport.
Right, who's next? Come on, Pete. Come on, Pete. We've all been waiting for Pete's story.
Yeah, I don't know if I've. I mean, you probably heard about my house party.
Who was top right on this, Ben?
Now he's loaded up his presentation.
He's going to get his PowerPoint presentation.
Hold on, he saw some of that ticket. He's going to find him.
Gonna find him.
Oh, Creatures is back. What was that? That was weird.
Well,
yeah, go on, Pete.
Hello.
Go on, mate. I've got hundreds of stories, but as I'm doing this every week, I should probably change.
Can you not hear me?
Yeah.
I can, mate.
Yeah, we can. We can.
No, I've been here the whole time. You just said I was back.
No, because like something happened, like the screen like glitched. I thought it said you just joined the room. Right, who's got a story to tell? It's Pete and Creatures, I think.
I got one. If Pete's still thinking.
Yeah,
I don't know. I tell you, one good one actually was we did I did something called the Belgian Connection.
Big up Piper Hewitt Dudling. Sorry. Big up Piper.
Big up Dilemma.
I love Piper.
Getting all the love. Sorry, mate. Carry on.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's only a random one I can think about. Was I did something called the Belgian Connection, which was like an album for Belgium, and we did like a mini tour out there. Yeah, big up. It was Stan. We actually did a launch party in Antwerp, and we got to the club and there was no like sound engineer. There was no sound engineer like actually like doing the sound.
Was he a Djkit engineer?
There just wasn't a sound engineer. So we were like having to like kind of do it ourselves. Long story short, it was Jay from Ill Truth, and the headline act, James Marvel, ended up basically getting in like a full-on altercation up on stage.
Oh,
like,
I've heard about this.
during the show. Bearing in mind, this is like the 2 headline acts, because basically Jay came over to like try and sort the levels, and he thought he was like touching the decks, and it all like properly kicked off, and it was all like during like around when Brexit was happening and all this sort of stuff, and it was just like, yeah, it's just a bit weird. It's just like, what the fuck's going on? Like trying to put on a night, and everyone's like watching DJs trying to fight each other. That wasn't the best story ever. That wasn't the best story. That was the best story I could have done.
It was a story. It was content, mate. Content.
I've got another story I remember.
You're
mic's gone funny
mic's
again,
going a bit.
I mean, we can do 2 stories each. I don't mind. I got plenty. Let's do creatures first, then.
So it's actually about like when I used to get on it and stuff. So I was like,
I've seen you at the studio, mate. Fuck, you know.
Yeah, you know full well. No, I'm absolutely fine. But, so I think it was 2012. I went to like basically it was about 11:30 at night, and there was me and a couple of mates just sat there in my flat in Bath, and we were just talking about going to this like free party basically. And the location come through at about 12:30, and it was like in the Brecon Beacons. So we thought, fuck it, because my mate had just had a 12 grand payout. I'm not really sure. I can't remember what for. So we got a taxi that was 120 quid for like 3 hours up to the Brecon Beacons to go to this illegal rave, where there was a subliminal audio, like irritant, like any of the old big style rigs that you could think of. Gyro were there and stuff like that. And I was dressed as a like elephant in a onesie. Basically, so, like, I was in this like there's probably about 4,500 people there, if not more, just on this fucking hill in the middle of Wales, like miles away from home. And loads of the night goes on. Basically, yeah, I wanted to go home. And there was loads of people doing loads of dodgy stuff, and I had a big spliff, and I was kind of like happy that I had my little spliff. And there was a police van, and they like took me and put me in the back of the van over a spliff, and there was literally people like doing brown in front of me. I was like, "Are you actually?"
Oh my god!
And like they made a squat inside the prison in the middle of the fucking thing, and they were like doing all sorts of dodgy stuff. And I was at a zoo, and I was dressed as an elephant, and they
in the back of a police car.
In the back of a police car. Anyway, so there was 2 coppers. One of them was horrible. He took my grinder and he took all my smoke. And I said to the other copper when this one fucked off, I was like, "That grinder's been passed down through generations and really means loads to me." And he basically gave it back to me, put my suit in the front of the bag, and was like, "Leave now," and just basically gave me this bag. And I come out of the bag, and we gave a guy an acid tab and a gram of K to get a free lift back to Wales, and he did them both on the way home.
I was gonna say, did he do it when he was driving?
Oh my god!
So like, mate, when I was 15, 16, this was every single weekend, like rave.
What, elephant fucking costume every weekend?
Yeah, I had a onesie. It was an elephant onesie, and you know, because things are fluffy and you enjoy them when you're younger, you wear them.
And when you're taking something.
Yeah,
it feels so soft. It feels so soft.
Yeah, you know, and I was also an elephant, but yeah, that was before I left Bath. I was a bit of a mad one, but yeah, the raves out there were crazy. So like anyone subliminal audio and all of those guys.
The question is, do you still have the elephant onesie still today?
I think my mum still got it at my like mum's house sort of thing. I think she's got it.
I think we need to dig it out. First creature set that we have.
If I find it, I'll wear it.
Yeah, that needs to be a thing, mate. To be honest with you, I'm not booking you until you bring that onesie.
I could probably buy it again if it matters that much.
Next Creatures Comfort Show.
Yeah.
Cool. I think everyone's told a little story.
Excellent.
TJ,
what's next, Adam? What are we doing now?
Well, the next part of the show was squiggles. We were supposed to do a squiggle competition, but Pete can't get it working, like most things in life.
I could have another.
Get squiggle working.
What's happened to TJ?
He looks happy.
He looks like he's having a good time. But
Wait, let me have a look to see if it's working again. Because we did have an idea of actually trying to like play a game and then do like a leadership board for every time everyone was like involved.
TJ's had enough of your shit, evidently.
But for some reason, it's not wanting to work on my browser. A lot of bullshit.
Peter.
A lot of bullshit. Can't believe that shit.
It's man, they're clamping down on you.
They knew the one night I wanted to play Scribble.
What is it?
You want to express yourself on thinking of Scribble.
Yeah, for some reason I'm trying to create a private room and it's just not loading.
Right, what can we do instead? We're now lost for ideas. Should we just?
How about some more tunes?
We ran out of ideas.
What's that game? What's that fun game that we play with like making up the rap? That's a fun game.
Oh, let's do that.
Nah, we need someone in here who's got to have the you got to have a certain.
Yeah, you got.
I can't. Yano's got it.
What's he got?
You can play Quiplash.
Quiplash. Oh, you could play. Well, I think Quiplash is on that thing, but it could get a bit.
It would be a bit dry for people to watch.
Wait, I might play COD. If we're done, I'm gonna
play COD. Yeah, I mean, look, I think we could probably. I don't think we could have to go on for like too much longer, but we could listen to a few more tunes. I mean, yeah, like.
Plug a tune. We've got an EP together next week.
Should we play it next month? This month. I reckon. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna plug a new tune. What tune should I play? Actually, I should play Grump. Should I play Grump?
Yeah, it's free.
It's free. So if you do actually go to the Overview SoundCloud and onto Hype-Edit right now, you're going to be able to get this tune for free, which is Creatures in Volatile Cycle. I'm gonna play it for you right now.
Bang on.
I'm gonna turn it up.
As Dave said, it's named after about 90% of the drum and bass scene.
They're over the age of 30.
yeah.
I mean, Adam's already getting there, definitely. Grumpy. It was actually supposed to be called Gump, and I misspelled it.
No, you didn't. I'm a twat.
You didn't tell me this.
Yeah. No, I did.
So it's your fault.
It's my fault, yeah.
Okay, good.
But we still blame Hayden.
It's always Hayden's fault.
I can't even hear it.
If anyone does want to send me any tunes, I could play. I've got some tunes here.
Can I send a tune?
Send me a tune. We're going back into tune listening time.
I've got
We've run out of ideas now, so it's just like let's play some music.
People love a good tune. I love a good tune. I'm here for it.
I miss going to after parties and sharing tunes with people. That was always fun.
I miss doing drugs with my friends.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Just, all looking at each other with a balloon, balloon in one hand, listen to some banging beats. Having a mix at the after party for like 6 hours, 10 hours straight.
They're the best mixes, when you've been at it.
They are the best mixes.
And it's not
as long as nobody else is listening. Like, you think they're the best mixes.
It's so good, the mix is so good. No.
I don't know though, every time I look back over my record box, basically after I've been on it, there are some fucking fire mixes in there to be found out.
Yeah. Pete, Emma messaged me and said Pete was going to do a shout about Discords.
Yeah, I was, wasn't I? I was supposed to. I could have done that earlier. I tell you what, I'm gonna give it a little shout out at the end of this tune. We're gonna build it up.
Suspense.
Because that is a good thing to shout out. Well, yeah. Emma's done something really cool.
She has, yeah. Big up Emma. We love Emma.
So I'll tell you now, just to shout out, if you are a woman or trans in drum and bass, there is a new Discord that you can join, which is women in drum and bass, but spelled with an X. And yeah, it's been set up by my girlfriend Emma. There's loads of people in it already. So if you are someone like that in drum and bass, I want to go join the Discord. It's really good, isn't it, Mandy? You're a moderator on there, right?
I am, yes. Got lots of power.
The power. I'm a moderator.
I'm going to put a link in the Facebook chat now if anyone wants to join. We've got a really good community in there already, and Emma's done an amazing job setting it up.
Yeah, Discord's the one. So yeah, it's a really cool. It's a really cool thing. Everyone's got Discord now. It seems to be.
Discord, though. It's honestly like saved my lockdown. It's like if I didn't have that community, like it sort of gives you that, I don't know, that socializing that you're missing out on. Even though it's not in person, it's still something to do on the weekends. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we. You can get it on like every night.
It's not
right.
He's back.
We start talking about Discord and TJ appears.
Mate, my computer.
Oh no.
Froze. Oh my god.
So yeah, that was Creatures and Volatile Cycle. Go get that right now.
What do people want us to do in these podcasts? This is your time now. What segments can we add?
Yeah, anyone wants to any segments.
So you got seven of us
or anyone here. What else do you think we could like do on a show like today? I mean, to be honest, I think the debate, this whole debate section and actually talking about stuff, I think was actually one of the most interesting.
I've got a good idea. Because you know what? We spent 3 hours talking about D&B. Let's change it up. Because everyone's got different ideas. I know you're against this idea, Pete, because you are just a D&B guy. But
let's talk about I think the rise of Chinese politics from the 1960s, from the Cultural Revolution through to modern day.
1950s. Right, I've just done a random topic generator. You ready for this?
What?
Random topic generator.
Random topic generator.
We need to talk about it.
Topics for.
Can you do the Benedict Cumberbatch name generator? Because that's what DJ should call themselves after. Just like have a go on that.
I'm not in the Benedict Cumberbatch generator. I am him. I am Benedict Cumberbatch. I've got a stupid name and everything.
Someone's saying definitely play around a Scribble. I would like to be able to play Scribble, but for some reason, can anyone else try to start a Scribble? No, Scribble.
No, but Scrabble's close enough.
How do I get into it? I didn't try.
Go to scribble.io. skribbl.io.
What's this in the background?
This is 187 and Skeptics.
I just want to say,
this is forthcoming.
Right. I've got a question. I've got a question for everyone. What is in your fridge?
I've got a big bowl of vodka in my fridge.
Yeah.
Lots of vegetables. Tofu.
Alright, let me develop this.
Some wheat.
Alright, let's say you had the most important fucking night of your life and you had to cook someone your signature dish. What would it be? Start with Ben.
Chicken dippers.
Bird's eye.
I want chicken dippers on toast with some mayonnaise.
No, honestly.
Wait, what we cook or what we want?
What we cook. What can you cook? What do you cook that's sick? What's your best dish?
Yeah,
cheesy pasta.
Risotto verde with bruschetta as an entree, and then some kind of like pancetta fancy dinner pudding, and some wine to go with it.
Veal mash with.
How the fuck do you make veal mash?
Pomegranate.
Fried halibut.
With whipped cream.
It's raw.
It's raw. I want it raw.
Fucking raw.
And I get my Ramsay out.
TJ, please save this. Tell me you got some sick popping.
I mean, I make a bit of saffron caviar here and there.
Fuck off.
It's flexing with the caviar.
No. I make a good mac and cheese.
Oh, tell me your process.
Caribbean home food. Like soul food. I do soul food. Mac and cheese. The hardest bit is the cheese sauce. If you perfect your cheese sauce, you can pattern it, mate.
As an art, you don't want it too like clumpy.
I'll give you a tip. Sieve your flour.
No lumps.
TJ's tips.
TJ's tips. All right.
You got to mix all the time. You can't stop, mate. You can't stop. If you can't open the milk with one hand, get your mum to open the milk, mate. You got to just keep mixing.
Rice tip: use coconut milk.
Yes, mate. And wash your rice. That's why your rice stinks, because you don't wash it.
Yeah, make sure you wash it.
Wash the starch out of it. That's what makes it stick together. And this is, you know what? I'll give you a rice tip. This is how you cook rice, yeah?
Hold on, before you start, I just want to play this.
I'm not even in your stream, boys.
What are you playing?
Hold on. All right, I just want to play this.
Get it up. The rice tip is going to save everyone's life.
I got Scribble working, by the way.
Have you got it working?
Well,
let's play fucking Scribble.
It's working.
I got to go in like 10 minutes.
Can you send a link?
Where do I send
I haven't eaten any food yet, mate.
Send it into the VIGs. Send it into the VIGs, the podcast room.
I'll have food and come back if you say.
Yeah.
Actually, have you got a
Deliveroo?
Adam, you need to set up
How many rounds?
Can anyone else hear this?
One round.
Is it just me that can hear this?
Can't do one round.
I can't hear anything. How many rounds can you do minimum?
Can you hear these creatures?
2. Do 2 then.
Okay.
I've muted you, I think, bro.
Who's actually going to play a round of Scribble with us?
You're not playing anything.
Yeah, Adam, you're not playing anything. Someone kick him out.
Interesting. Hold on. I just want to achieve this one thing.
Oh, Adam, you just where have you sent the link, Mandy?
In the VIG's channel thing.
Is there a
right down the bottom?
Ah, yes. There you go. Can anyone see the link that Mandy's just?
Do we all have to click the link?
Yeah, so go down, go into the Scribble, and then what you will need to do, Mandy, is you will need to share
a screen.
Yeah, well, you could share it, or so I could share it. I mean, it doesn't have to be.
Okay, well, you can share it then.
I will share it. Adam, no one wants to watch it.
What?
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
I was trying to play a nice tune while TJ spoke about his food.
Alright, do you want me to give you the rice tip now?
Yeah, hold on. Before you do, though, now give it.
Yeah, my Scribble's not working. It's just
easy
not
rice
letting me
tips.
in.
Right, TJ. First of all,
Bastards.
you're going to get the rice. And you want to wash it, mate. You want to wash it. You want to wash it a few times until when you wash the rice, the water's nearly clear. Alright? So, this is the tip, guys. You want to get the water level that much above the rice. Just that much. Your little pinky. You should be able to put your pinky and the water's up there. Alright? Put the rice on a high. As soon as you see the little holes in the rice appearing, whack it on a low straight away. Whack that lid on there and leave it. Shake it after 5 minutes so it don't stick. Leave it. 20 minutes maybe. Done.
Adam, yeah, we're definitely going to get pulled for playing that, surely.
That's all it is.
Pete gets too upset about things.
Alright, I've got to go make some rice now. I'll be and leave you.
My Scribble... Big up.
Love people.
Pete, try a different browser.
No, wait. Adam needs to play some drum and bass, so I'm gonna get really fucking upset.
Do I need to watch one of these streams or something?
I mean, anything but elevator music.
I don't think Scribble's going to work. But wait, I can't play it anyway, Mandy. I'm really sorry.
Okay.
I think that.
Well, we've only got me, Harvey, and Ben in there. Like.
Well, you guys can actually play it. Oh, you guys are actually in it.
Why can't you play Scribble?
Because it just won't let me in.
Try a different browser.
I don't have any
Yeah.
browsers.
Is it?
What do you mean you don't have a different browser? You've definitely not.
I just
all
use
the way.
Chrome. I just don't use Chrome. I just use Chrome.
You've still got.
Fucking hell.
You've either got Explorer or Safari somewhere on your laptop.
Oh yeah, but they're just not. That's just not cool.
Just copy and paste the link into it and watch it work.
All right.
If it doesn't, I apologize for wasting your time.
Wait, let me see.
I'm dropping off, guys. I'll see you later.
So
in a bit, dude.
Alright, see
Cheers
you.
for tonight.
Bye.
we should probably just cut it off in 5 minutes. 10 o'clock.
I'm kind of inclined to agree. If this doesn't let me in, oh wait, I'm actually in.
Oh, you
I
are
told
in.
you.
That's all you needed to do.
Adam doesn't.
Adam, are you playing?
We'll play. We'll do that. We'll play a round of scribble and then call it it.
Okay.
How do you do this?
How do I do it?
If you go into the VIG's channel,
Yeah.
and I put a link in there, and then I think you just enter your name
Hold up.
when you've joined.
Min.
Do we have to play it on the thing though? Like we can't do it from the stream, can we? We've got to like actually play
You're gonna do it in your browser, yeah.
Oh, let me do it in my browser then. Hold on, I'll share my
And then what Adam will need to do is I've started a stream and he will need to watch that and put that large so that everyone in the audience can watch that as well.
Well, no, I can just stream mine, surely, can't I?
Yeah, you could stream yours as well.
All right.
Yeah,
Do you want me to start it now?
Hold on, no. Am I in? All right, cool. Rounds. Only 2 rounds. What's going on?
Yeah, we're only doing 2 rounds, man. You don't want to, otherwise this will go on for a while.
Hold on. I need to share my stream. Oh, you sharing your stream?
All right. 6-pack is choosing a word.
Who's 6-crack?
6-pack.
Who's 6-pack? Oh, it's me.
Come on, Adam.
So can people see that fine on Goatshed? That's the important thing.
Yeah, they
people
can.
need to be able to...
I'm sure they can. No, you're not logged into me, mate.
No, they're not. You can't see it on the outside.
Come on, Adam. You got this. What are you doing?
How do you see that?
No one can see it on the actual Goatshed video online. You need to stream it. Okay, there you go. You got it.
Well, I'm streaming it. It's on invite your friends.
Wait, what?
Oh, wait. What we got? Teletubby.
Wait, what? Why is there a T there?
You're a fucking T.
That's got to be a telly. That's got to be a Teletubby. How do you spell fucking Teletubby? Ah!
Couldn't get it.
Wait, what? I don't get. Oh, mate, that's ridiculous.
All right.
I got it though.
Sand.
This game is bullshit.
No, you got to type it into the thing, Adam.
I don't like doing that. Moon cup.
I got to type it.
What do you mean, cliff? How is that a cliff? What?
Oh, it's not.
That's a really good picture. Whoever's drawing that. Go on, Peter Piper.
This is you, Peter. Is this yours?
He used to sniff, he used to sniff his methadone with this.
Come on, you gotta get that. Go on.
Give it a handle, Peter. It needs a handle.
It does need a handle. Yeah, I don't know how to.
Why am I called 6-pack?
No, you Adam. Who's 6-pack?
That's me for some reason. I don't understand. Adam's my phone. I'm the phone, which I've left now, so it's just us lot. Yeah, see you later. There we are.
Oh.
6-pack.
I'm really bad at this, by the way.
That's the whole point. We want to see how bad everyone is at doing this.
I'm going to be so bad.
What the fuck is that?
I'm just bad at drawing, right?
No, that's all right. I got that.
What the fuck is that?
Oh my god, what have you called it?
Come on, guys. Okay, that was a bit of a mistake there.
Oh, fucking
There we
hell.
go!
I don't know.
Yes.
Got it.
Video, of course. What a dickhead. Go on, Arvs.
What the fuck? How am I supposed to draw that? I don't know. Oh.
Some of the words you get on this are absolutely outrageous. Like, how are you meant to know what they are?
Because you've got to be clever.
I am
Keyboard.
clever, Peter.
These are straight lines.
Are you doing this on a phone? Are you doing this on a phone?
No, I'm just fully retarded. When it comes to stuff like this, I just can't do it. Oh, mate, they're supposed to be quavers.
Supposed to be what?
What is that?
What are they supposed to be?
It's supposed to be what? Quavers?
Like music quaver things. Oh, how do you restart?
No,
Also,
No,
we can have like. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Ableton.
It's a person.
That's a person.
Is that a big dick?
Is it Ryan Gosling?
Oh, no,
Big
because-
energy. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
Right,
Ryan Gosling. Nah, we're gonna run out of time here. We're gonna run out of time. No one's getting this one.
Elton John.
He's got a number 10.
Player?
It was a
What?
player.
What? Come on.
Player. And then I'm trying to draw a football player.
Oh God, how am I going to draw this?
Honestly, don't ask me about stuff like that. What is that?
Jabba the Hutt.
Oh, that's the worst. Oh, I need to start again. Sorry. I'm good at
Penis.
drawing.
The fuck is that cat?
A cat doesn't have 4 letters. What animal could that be? It's got to be an animal, surely.
What animal has 4 letters?
Bird.
Purr.
Oh, I can't draw.
What is it?
What's that coming out of his mouth?
Can I write a word?
No.
Give us a clue.
It's the sound that animal makes.
Oh, you got it.
That is the weirdest looking dog I've ever seen.
I can draw cats, but I can't draw dogs.
Just floppy ears. Ears go down, not up.
I forgot what a dog looks like.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
Sorry, guys.
I'm last by a big way.
Give me all the points.
Your points, man.
How does Harvey not know what this is?
I couldn't think of the word.
Hot.
Oh, God.
Seven letters.
Flubber.
Uh,
No. It's golf, isn't it? I thought it was golf.
You love golf, Adam. I bet you love a round of golf, don't you?
It is golf.
Something to do with golf.
Game for cunts.
Oh, I don't know what else I can do.
Can it be 2 words?
It's 1 word. It's a type of golf.
Crazy.
There you go.
It's a type of golf.
Tiny. That's cheating.
Yay! I thought we weren't allowed the right words.
Sorry. Context Audi. You forgot the O.
Context Audi.
It's going into a new business. They're branching out.
Yeah.
I mean, if Audi wanted to buy us, I would let them do it. Give me your money right now.
Oh, that's 2 words. I only realised that it puts the amount of letters up the top. I didn't know that.
Mandy, you're still winning right now. Sorry.
Chip purse.
Yeah, tip purse, Adam. That's a thing we've all got. Tip purse back home.
Chip
purse. Detailed.
This is detailed, yeah. I can't really work out what the hell those are supposed to be.
Oh, I don't know.
What the fuck is that?
It's not really changing colour fast enough.
Oh wait.
What the fuck?
As a.
Oh, I know.
Yes, got it. That wasn't actually so bad.
Pencil
Thank
case.
you.
That's
Pencil
terrible.
case.
How am I not winning? This is outrageous.
I never win this, so I'm going to be really happy if I do.
Oh, this is going to be funny. Right, let's see if you get it.
We've still got people watching too, which is nice.
How many people?
I don't know why. 20.
23 on Facebook.
Someone just tuned in saying, "What the fuck is this?" what has happened to Djkit these days? Seriously, it's gone seriously downhill.
Big up Kaylee. Hi, Kaylee.
I can't.
Look at that big floppy arm.
What is that?
Up the lockdown, my right arm looks just
Is
like
that a spider?
Wincy spider went up the spout again.
Come
Oh,
on!
he's got it out. He's got it.
He's got it.
Harvey, you are really not doing too well at this, mate.
I mean,
It is a spider.
That is
Yeah,
a spider.
Right, and
A person.
Oh, I got it.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
right. Come on, you could have done better than that.
no, I can't.
You could have tried to at least like draw him or something.
That was my attempt at drawing him. I've got a trackpad and I can't even read my.
I hope you do realise that these are going to be on the internet forever now. So
Yeah,
everyone's
mate.
gonna
Well,
be able to-
look, this is like this one. I've even like scribble. I was like, yeah, that'll be fine. No, it won't be fine. I can't even guess things.
I actually won it.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Well done, Pete.
Wow. Yes.
Well done.
Right.
All right.
Should we call that a night?
I reckon we should.
Yeah.
I reckon we should because.
Alright, thanks for having me on, guys. It's been fun.
Yeah, it has. Big up. Big up.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Thank you, Adam. I think that's been a good laugh tonight.
Yeah, man. Oh, me and Pete can stay to the end and vibe it off.
I know. I'm going to bed.
Alright.
I'm going to bed. Well, I'm calling
No,
it.
I mean like calling it, but you know, be professional about it. You fucking
All right.
dude, mate.
Sorry. All right.
See everyone out. Say
Alright.
goodbye.
Big up,
Thanks,
everyone. Cheers
Yeah,
for
see you
tuning in
later.
to the
Bye.
first
Thanks.
Watershed show. Give us some feedback. Let us know. Tell us that you don't want Ben context on it ever again. It's fine.
What is not up here? Fuck you! Out of here! You're fucking
Safe guys. I'll see you in a bit.
See you later, mate.
Yeah. Big up.
Bye.
There you go.
Big up, Mandy.
Big up.
Just me and you, mate. So here we are, end of the Watershed.
Well, that was quite an episode. After that was.
It wasn't bad considering we had no idea what we were doing. Literally no idea what the fuck we're doing. We're blagging this as we go, but it's all down to the people watching to let us know what we need to do.
Well, look, we've got more experience at going at this next time to improve it and make it better. But I think that was a good first show.
I've got so many stories as well. I've got stories the last years. We're good for that.
Let's save them. That's all I would say. Save them.
That's it. I wanted to tell another one, but I thought, nah, keep them lit.
I'm gonna have to get on that. I'm actually having to do a bit of thinking because mine was a terrible story. So
I didn't get any more patrons though. Not a single one. I'm very upset.
Oh. So if anyone is still watching that hasn't subscribed to the Watershed Patreon yet, you know what to do. At least go on. One person needs to go and subscribe now to Adam's Patreon to make him a happy boy.
Otherwise, we're gonna collapse.
Everything's gonna implode on itself. But no, go buy some merch. Thank you to anyone that has been watching tonight. This has been quite an eventful evening. We're going to be doing this weekly now. Ben's just come in with fuck y'all, but big up to Ben. Big up to Ben at Contact.
Fuck Ben.
But yeah, like I think, we're going to be back again next week.
Yeah,
we try making these semi-regular
with a couple different maybe segments to spice it up. We're gonna test them out.
We need to think of some people to get on as well.
Yep. Maybe announce our guests as well this time.
Yeah,
we're always going to have the stragglers that come in, and that's fine. I like that, like the Engage Audios and the TJs. But yeah, man, I think maybe try and get some people in. Who would you guys like to see? If you say Andy C, it's obviously a no. So just don't be a dick.
Maybe we could have we could always do like maybe a guest caller section. We could get someone like completely random to come in and like actually come onto the show and ask us a question or something. Maybe
that would be cool.
The possibilities are endless, really.
Yeah, Kenneth's, yeah. In fact, maybe we get Kenneth in. How do we do it, though? Do you know what I do think we need to do, though? We need to control it. It becomes a bit of a shouting match. I think maybe we should focus questions to individuals rather than the group. And then, people can respond and whatever, but try and keep it a bit more controlled.
I think when you got that many people, it can get a bit like it was times, but I don't know. At the same time,
Keith, but Ray Keith's not my boy. He just calls me. He just goes, Adam. I'm like,
Ray Keith and Adam, like fucking that.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll fuck it. I'm gonna try and get Ray Keith on. I'm gonna have a word with him. Get him on as a special guest.
We'll try and get some. Yeah, try and get some big people on. That'd be funny.
We are.
Come on and get Watershed. Get Watershed. Yeah, I mean, I know. You know what I mean. Like, but I'm just a regular.
Imagine getting Shabba on.
It'd be funny to get like a proper like scene legend on like. But I don't know how. I think Ben's right. I think the Q&A section. I think that could be one of the main focal points of it because I think that was actually one of the most interesting bits and again like getting people to actually talk about real things and there's some serious questions in there.
I think the tunes should actually come at the end.
Yeah, I think
because I think when people are a bit more vibey, it's more enjoyable to watch us vibe more. I think at the beginning we tried to put the tunes in too early, but do you know what I did like? What I did like was the constant tunes going through the background, that low tunage that you were playing.
I've been. You don't have that sort of dead air time, but yeah, like meteor bits, like again, like people actually talking about real things online, having a real serious discussion. We really touched on some pretty interesting subjects, some pretty deep subjects as well. And I think that's where this thing could come to shine. Like obviously it's a bit of a laugh as well. And yeah, I think it's just going to be.
I think
maybe get some questions ahead of time.
Each section will get kind of a bit overdone. So I think although the Q&A was the best bit, without the other bits, it might not have been. Do you see what I mean? You need the other pillars to kind of prop up certain sections.
I think Ben's right there as well. He said maybe get some questions ahead of time. I think that could be a good idea as well.
I think
so we can have some questions come in from.
I think if we get some bigger people in, but I kind of like I like the.
And he said and talk shit most importantly. I mean that's the other.
But this is it.
You never know. We had a discussion about fucking. food. We had a discussion about what was someone going to cook. You know, who knows?
I want
where
to
it
find
might
a
go.
better random generator. I want to get some like Joe Rogan style discussions going on.
Well, like I said, I could have a prepare. We can prepare some stuff.
Because
like have a little,
as much
little
as
thing
we love
during the week.
DMB, I want this podcast to be 50% not DMB. I want it to
I mean, look, I wanted to talk about revolutionary China in the 1960s and how this has all affected.
I would have talked about that. Have you read a book called? Have you read a book called The Three Body Problem?
No. Explain to me what's that.
It's a good book. It's a science fiction book that apparently the people that made Game of Thrones, they are now adapting this book, which is the first Chinese book to win bestseller, New York bestseller, whatever it is. And it's a science fiction book about a star system that lives in a 3-sun rotation problem that destroys their planet all the time. And so they want to find a new planet to colonize, and they find Earth, and we find the signal back in revolutionary China, and it's about how this Chinese woman finds it, and then they create this like anti-Earth, pro-alien who help the aliens come to kind of destroy our democracy because it's fundamentally flawed. And there's some billionaires that are funding it on ships. Then the government find out, and they're trying to.
You're giving the whole thing away now already, but.
I have actually. Yeah, I actually have. Yeah.
Let's still go read it.
No,
I tell you what, it's an interesting
this book isn't about necessarily the twist. It's about the fundamental thinking. So I think.
I think what I was going to actually say is I do, from what I do understand, is obviously where Chinese state are so controlling of.
Yeah, but you say that.
No. They are. Trust me. They are like properly like, you know, when it comes to like what you can present in, you know, from universities, what people can write about, what TV shows get made, what films get made. Like they are really like it is. You honestly to God, it is really controlling. But science fiction is, from what I've been told, is one of like the last like remaining places where people can kind of express some slightly subversive ideas or talk about bigger subjects, because it's fantasy, it's not real, so they can talk, they can get away with it, which is why it's quite interesting that you're saying that this TV show is being made, is because probably there is some element of that, like you're talking about these subjects, you know, democracy, you know, this alien, you know, spaceship or you know, but it's talking about, you know, like you're saying, subjects that relate to us. But that's why science fiction in China is one of the last remaining places that you can actually kind of talk about these ideas, because otherwise you're really not allowed to.
But
you know, talk about
I know
stuff.
people over there, and although the government stance is this, and like if you try and I've said it, I've spoke to him a few times. If you say a certain word over WeChat, it cancels the call. If you start, because I was speaking to him about the coronavirus, and I started talking about the politics. And I said to him, it's because you're in a fucking, you know, totalitarian state. WeChat cut.
He was like, don't fucking say that.
No, he had a guy at me text me, he's like, you can't say that shit. I was like, okay, fair enough.
But, yeah.
But besides that, like, them lot going out raving every weekend, they're still living the same as us. Like, is there a point where individual... No, he is. Like, and I say...
they are going out raving. But then even that is, like, slightly subversive and...
I was very your thought process, but from people on the ground, they would disagree and say they're doing just as much as us. So I don't know. My point there would be: do total freedoms really translate down to how we live our lives on a normal level?
It becomes a complicated. It depends on what you talk about. Freedom. You know, freedom to say what? Yeah, I think it is different.
We're probably on a blacklist now.
Because people, I mean, look, the BBC got banned in China just in the last couple of weeks.
Well, of course it did.
Yeah, well, the BBC has run in China for decades, but they have recently because they have been talking about this whole Uyghur, the persecution of the Muslim race and stuff, you know, in China, and this kind of this very dark side, but they're talking about it, and the Chinese have got no, you can't, you know, we're now not, YouTube doesn't run in there either.
Well, like, nothing does. They've got their own intranet, haven't they?
Yeah, but then you're trying to tell me that they're like it's the same as us, and they have the same freedoms, but they don't have the access to the same information and knowledge.
Yeah, but
that's the difference.
Yeah,
that's
but they do with proxies. Everyone uses proxies. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say is
on the dark market, like.
Yeah, but everyone uses proxies. If you actually go to the ground level,
if I get caught.
Society. Yeah, but no one does. This is what I'm saying. Yes, these people are, the government is whatever it is, but people always adapt. What I think, a lot of people have this view that it's like, oh, but actually most people just use proxies and do whatever the fuck they want.
Let's go. I'm gonna go to China. Anyway, I think we are getting a bit off.
Well, we're probably blacklisted now. We'll probably be getting fucking
This is it. Goast is banned in China.
Marched off. Read a book, Peter and Adam.
There's
always Ben. He always thinks he knows best.
Ben always coming in. He's a knowledgeable guy, Ben. I'll give him that. But look, anyway, I think all matters aside, I think today's been a good show. Maybe a little bit more of some structuring, a bit more planning.
I think less structuring.
You're just going to disagree. Just going to disagree with what I say now.
Who are we going to get on? We need to get someone on next week. Someone lovely.
I tell you what, Emma had an idea actually. It's going to be international.
You didn't mention her Discord.
I did. Yeah, I did.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
Oh, yeah, no, we did. We got it. Not next week, but the week after is going to be international. It's going to be International Women's Day and International Women's Week. So, I think actually just have an all-female show and actually not. We'll get Mandy to sort of help out with that if you're interested.
Is this next week?
No, that's not next week. That'll be the week after.
What, on the Wednesday?
Yeah, the Wednesday the 3rd.
We might have something else going on. I'll have to find out.
All right. Well, that was an idea that was suggested. It could be quite.
I think I have something else going on for National Women's Day. I need to find out. I need to speak to.
Well, we can do this as well. Do what we're doing, but do it with we can get Miss Magoo in, Mandy.
What I'm trying to say is, I think I've got someone else on, but I will in terms of a different project. But I will speak to said project. I might be able to combine it.
Oh, really? Well, yeah, I don't know. As an idea. I mean, as for next week, I don't know. I love a bit of
something should be on here, really.
She did a good job missing that one. Let's be honest. All right, Dave. Look, I'm going to call it a night as well. I'm going to go to bed.
Where's Restream? I need to get that up really before we do anything. There it is. Big up everyone that joined in. We got one person watching on YouTube, one person watching on Twitch, and we got 16 people watching on Facebook. Still,
it did drop off dramatically when we started talking about China. So
these things happen.
All right, well, let's do it. Let's call it a night.
Safe. Big up, everyone.
Big up to everyone watching.
Safe.